The pitch is swung on, sent in the air, deep to left field. Here we go again. Bleday is back at the wall. He will watch it. It's going to go. How about 3 for Freddy Fermin? A lead homer here in the third. The Padres lead 1-0, and you can't make it up.
No, you cannot. Freddy Fermin added again, giving the Padres an early lead. They'd go on to get a victory in last night's affair. The Cincinnati Reds certainly helped their cause, not making some plays in the field, but the Padres also did something that they haven't done well. They hit the heater a couple times in some big spots, and here we go. We'll see if this could be a start of something for the Padres. The thing that was most noticeable, the 2 Energizer bunnies that have been brought up, doing what I think was the purpose of bringing them up, providing some energy, allowing the Padres play a little bit of a different way. And yesterday, at least, it led to a victory.
Samad Taylor not only did it on offense, Tony, but threw out a runner at home plate early in the ball game. And any run that the Padre defense cuts down right now is a huge run, considering how much trouble they've had scoring runs. So that was a big play in the ball game, along with everything else he did. Yeah, I mean, you can't say enough about the bottom 3 in the lineup. They go 5 for 9. They have 5 RBIs. They steal 3 bases. They score 3 runs. And, put a little pressure on the defense. The Reds did not handle that pressure very well. For whatever reason, they couldn't field 3 consecutive bunts. But, hey, thanks. We'll take it. We could use whatever, help we can get. And you add it all up, Tony. Those 2 innings were glorious for the San Diego Padres offense. They had 7 hits in a span of 2 innings just to prove it is really possible. So hopefully it's the start of something good for sure.
Here's Xander Bogaerts, who will be on paternity leave today, really spearheaded the first go-around for the Padres in the 7th with the double. He would later single in the following inning. He would come around to score. Gavin Sheets had a big knock, a double down that left field line. And, yeah, it was really 5 through 9 that did all of the damage for the Padres. You know what? It doesn't really matter who's doing the damage, honestly, at this point. You just need someone doing something.
Yes.
The Padre offense did that last night. And, the tough part about it is because the offense has struggled so mightily on a night in which Walker may not have been at his sharpest, but was still navigating that. Had the Padres been able to put, 3 or 4 runs up early, he probably is allowed to at least try to finish that 5th inning. But I think, understanding, the stakes of basically because of where the offense has been, he couldn't risk leaving them out there. And so, they go to the bullpen and he doesn't get a chance to finish the game. But it was nice to see the offense, and it's not a surprise. They waited till their favorite innings to do their damage, 7th and 8th, to add to the runs. You hand it off to Mason, and Mason does his thing for their 3 straight punchies to finish it.
It's amazing to me. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, Matt Scraby.
What the heck? Hello. It's amazing. It's amazing to me how your brain gets conditioned for one thing, because Gavin Sheets comes up and I'm already preparing for the inning to end type of thing. And then he knocks one opposite field down the line and you're like, okay, we're back. And you get right back into it. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's go. We're sweeping the Reds, guys.
I wasn't
around long
I'm
enough.
living on the edge.
I wasn't around long enough to see the Gavin Sheets opposite field shot. I was at the game last night, Tony Gwynn Jr., and I'll tell you what kind of faith I had. As soon as the sacrifice fly landed into the glove of Jackson Merrill in the top of the 6th inning, I was out of there. And, I couldn't sit and watch another 2-1 defeat. I just was like, I'd seen enough already. Abbott he'd retire 11 in a row. He was just mowing these guys down. And they had 2 hits to that point. And I thought, I can't watch another one of these. Obviously, I went home and did watch the DVR and was pleasantly surprised. And I agree. I think Xander had the big hit. They had to get a breakthrough hit there. Sheets, a line drive the opposite way. Yeah, that's pretty good hitting against a left-handed pitcher. I don't know that's what he necessarily had in mind. But, you get these kids who have speed. Speed one thing it does, Tony, it puts pressure on defenses. You know that as an outfielder, if you got Ricky Henderson trying to go first to third, you're going to have to make a clean play on that ball to get it, in time to, maybe try to hold him up. And so that puts a little pressure on you now to make a better play. And I thought that's exactly what happened. Bowen put the bunt down. They rushed that. Taylor put a bunt down. They rushed that. Fermin put a bunt down. They rushed that. And they didn't handle any of them. So that turned the game. And look, we just had to get a win and somehow, and to get 9 hits sounds like Mardi Gras. So let's party.
Sounds like Mardi Gras. Let's party.
Yeah.
So the Padres, kind of, at least for one night, have changed the spirits of folks around. ABS first yesterday. My man McLean was out there just feeling really good about himself. Every one of them challenges got all 3 right in the same at bat, 2 back-to-back joints too.
This is kind of what Chris was worried about before the year, when he thought guys were just going to continue to challenge until they either ran out of challenges or till they got on base. But that was the first instance, Chris, I thought that looked like something that you were thinking about would happen.
I saw that, and I thought all 3 pitches, it's easy to see, right, when you're watching on the center field camera and you got the box there and you see the ball's just out of the strike zone. So I give McLean a lot of credit. I thought those were really good quality pitches by Jason Adams. So I understand why they were originally called strikes. But here's the thing, Tony, it was the 8th inning and the Reds had both of their challenges remaining. So it was something he could try. Look, Samad Taylor is one of the heroes of the game, but he can't be challenging in the bottom of the 5th inning and then walking off the field because he knows it was strike 3. And running, that was our last challenge. The Padres continue to do that to themselves, and it's going to cost them, down the road if it hasn't cost them already. So I think you got to keep the challenge at least 1 for the 8th and 9th inning. And I think the fact that the Reds had 2 was why McLean just thought he would, he had really all that bonus to use. Padres didn't have anything at that point. And if, there would have been a crucial situation and, let's say, Mason Miller makes a pitch in the 9th inning that's on the corner and they call it a ball, you would have had to live with it because we couldn't have overturned it. So I just think that's a little more important than it's made out to be. And, Samad Taylor, sorry, you struck out, go sit down. You can't waste our final challenge there. It's the 5th inning. It's not smart.
Clearly he can because they won.
Right, because
we didn't think about it one time in the 9th inning.
I know exactly what you're saying, Tony, but I'm telling you.
I'm going to say this. Tony's going to roll his eyes at me, but I'm with Chris on this. There's going to be a certain point in the season where they misuse an ABS challenge that will come back to haunt them.
Maybe.
But it didn't happen.
And if it happens, it happens.
It didn't happen last night, so that's good. Xander Bogaerts is gone is it just, do we know it's a 1-day paternity thing? You get it. You're allowed a few days with this, are you not? So.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. I can't think of a paternity leave that was like 1 day. Usually
I think Shea Langoliers did just because he's on my fantasy team, he did maybe a Sunday and then they had a Monday off, so 2 days. We're back to the ghost in the microphone, aren't we? Chris, in the break, we're going to have you.
What happened?
I'm hearing the ghost in the microphone. The wind.
What else you guys got?
I'll say this. That yesterday on Braden's show, I said multiple times, Padres are not going to win many games if they're going to throw out a Jace Bowen, Samad Taylor, Jackson Merrill outfield. It's just not going to happen. They're not going to do it. They must have been listening because those 2 guys were the key to the win last night.
It's not going to happen. Who would you rather them throw in the outfield right now, to be honest with you? They don't have anybody else.
This argument came in a discussion about how they need to go make a trade today.
Okay.
For someone in the outfield. So that's why I was saying.
Hey, look, those guys did a really nice job last night and they turned the game. And if you do it on defense like Samad Taylor did, that's just as important as anything else. And, be able to steal 3 bases and score those runs, knock in 5. That's a big contribution for a couple of young players like that last night. You had to be really excited by that. And I think you got to stay with it. the trade is probably coming. Tony talked about it yesterday, right? I mean, the fact of the matter is you still are where you are. One win doesn't necessarily change everything. And they're probably going to have to make a trade and make some moves. But look, these kids are come in to give us a shot in the arm, and that's what they did last night. So let's give them credit.
I'm glad Chris said that, because let's not mistake this for anything more. That is the whole purpose of them being up. They didn't bring him up to sit on the bench. They brought him up to be a spark. And how long is the spark going to last? I don't think we know. But the point of bringing him up was we needed to inject some type of energy, whether that was through the different style of play that both of them have compared to maybe some of the other reserve guys we have. That they are serving their purpose right now. And so we talk about it often, right? When camp breaks, it's like, hey, man, we're going to need all 40 of these guys to come on up and do something. This is a part of that. Now, Samad Taylor, Jace Bowen have come up. They've had some impact the last couple of nights. We want it to last as long as possible. But as Chris said, you're not going to convince me that AJ Preller doesn't have something coming up his sleeve. I don't know when that's going to be, but I feel pretty confident in that. It's in his track record.
Yeah, for sure. And like we said, it's a win last night. We're happy about it. I almost made it through the whole segment without mentioning that Manny and Maryland Fernando went 0 for 12 because we won. And
what's going on here?
Did I just trigger something by saying that? I apologize. That was the Manny Fernando Merrill ghost.
What in the world is happening?
Back at me, I guess.
What is happening? We've never played that bed ever.
Can't imagine where that came from. But
honestly,
let's get to break.
I don't know what just happened.
Let's get to break. This Brendan Sorsby story is taking many turns.
Yeah.
Now there are some folks in that Big Ten quite upset. They're talking some extreme lengths here. We'll talk about it on the other side. More Gwynn and Chris.
Tune in.
Chris. Tuesday get-together at 2:18. All guests on the program will join us on the SDCC fan hotline. It's not big bank banking. It's better. Tony Gwynn Jr. down at Petco Park. And Chris Ello, Matt Scraby back with us today after taking a day off from this show.
Oh, so
to
nice.
do that show. And, how'd it go?
It went well. It went
right.
really well.
Good.
Had some Padres fans saying that their fans weren't angry enough, but I was looking at the chat yesterday and fans were angry enough, I would have to say.
All right.
So,
well, they had less to be angry about last night, for sure.
What is being more angry actually doing, other than running up your own?
It's satisfying the people that want to be angry all the time.
Oh, okay. It is just not an ass.
I mean, I said yesterday, basically, sorry, Chris, I said, like, there's nothing left for us to say. It is what it is. Until they start hitting, we can't change what we're saying.
Here, let me ask you a question, because is it being mad like a reaction? Like you're reacting to something, right? Like you don't just wake. I mean, I hope most people don't just wake up mad, right? So, like, if you're reacting to being mad, how can you therefore be more mad later on?
I'll tell you how you can be more mad. You can be a New York Knicks fan, and you can walk around Manhattan and beat the crap out of anybody wearing a San Antonio Spurs shirt.
That is kind of crazy.
Come on, man.
Dave came in here talking about this. I haven't seen it. Is it real? Like,
yes.
We have background on this?
I saw video, at least a couple guys wearing Spurs jerseys who were just beaten up and just attacked, walking out after the game. And Wemby at least came out today and said, look, I mean, come on, enough's enough. What's the matter with you people? And frankly, it needs to be said,
Wemby, why is Wemby coming out?
Well, he's trying to defend. He's trying to defend his own fans, I guess, that are getting beat up. I mean, that's kind of the story, Tony. Spurs win last night. Spurs fans who leave Madison Square Garden basically get attacked en masse. Anyway, we'll have more time for the Knicks and their, fans' behavior later.
I mean, it was just such a feel-good story for the Knicks, getting there with a team that's maybe a little bit of an underdog, and then your fans go and just beat everybody up. It's just not good.
Well, it's not a good look for us as a society. I think we all have to almost wear that one a little bit, unfortunately, because of the behavior of some people.
We see this. We see the same thing here in San Diego with the Padres and Dodgers.
Yes, we do.
It's sad for sure.
Yeah, it's on a bigger stage right now because it's the NBA Finals. There's a camera everywhere, and you're gonna hear about it. So
yeah.
Anyway, this whole Brendan Sorsby thing, you brought it up, Tony. We talked about it at length yesterday. We didn't get a chance to get all of it yesterday because some of it happened after you had already gone to get ready for the broadcast. And look, the story. If we need to repeat it just very briefly for you. He's a young man who bet on games, and admittedly thousands of bets he made, including bets on his own team as a college football player. The NCAA summarily said, you can't do that, and you're not eligible to play because you did that. Texas Tech, which wants this kid to be their quarterback really, really bad, filed all kinds of, paperwork and lawsuits and things on his behalf. And he went out and got lawyered up and whatever, got his guys together. And they found a judge yesterday who said, lo and behold, I'm overturning this because the NCAA doesn't have the right to keep this guy from trying to make a living. And the response from the world of college football at large, Tony, is pretty hardcore.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of have taken the opinion that you did yesterday, which is, all right, the judge has made his or her decision. I don't know if
it was a guy.
Yeah, it's a guy.
It has made.
And by the way, his life is being turned upside down because people want to know why. What made you come to this decision, sir?
Sure.
Well, he's got this. He should have expected that to happen in 2026. But I think the schools are looking at it the same way you are, Chris, which is, all right, yeah, the judge made his decision, but the Texas Tech doesn't have to make him the starting quarterback.
No.
And so now they're putting the pressure on Texas Tech. Basically, listen, anybody, I think Big Ten is basically saying anybody who schedules, you should not be scheduling Texas Tech at all.
In any sport, by the way.
In any sport.
No, they don't want their volleyball team scheduling a game with Texas Tech.
Nebraska is specifically one of those teams that is.
Well, but everybody's doing it. Georgia's come out and said, whatever games you got scheduled, get rid of them.
And then the athletic director came out and was like, "Well, this is about integrity. Spare me on integrity, Georgia."
Yeah,
I did find that a little bit rich.
Do not throw stones at that glass house, Georgia.
I did chuckle a little bit when I saw the Big Ten thing pop. I was like,
yes, you absolutely cannot play this quarterback because he gambles.
But by the way,
if you speed and kill 12 people, we want you on our defense. Yeah, it's a little hard to feel too sorry for Georgia. But I believe at the moment, Tony, and we'll see the Big 12, which is the conference Texas Tech is in now, all of their ADs met with the commissioner, Brett Yormark, today. They basically, are talking right now, and they say it's going to take a little time to sort it all out and exactly what they feel they can do. But they're trying to, convince each other that maybe the best thing to do is for nobody to play Texas Tech at all in football, which would basically leave Texas Tech without any games to play this year, right? Other than a couple of non-conference games.
I bet you Sorsby won't be their quarterback very long if that's going to be the case.
Yes, he'll go challenge. He'll transfer elsewhere probably, and somebody else will take him.
There are some out there that are saying because of the way that their program is set up, Texas Tech, it's basically run by a billionaire who's an oil guy, and so he just has unlimited money for this program. And so people are saying, like, this is why Brendan Sorsby and Texas Tech are fighting, is because he's funding this fight.
Oh, of course. What do you think? Brendan Sorsby can afford these lawyers that he got to overturn his decision?
So
he probably didn't win
it
much.
clearly wasn't good.
That's true.
Yeah.
He had other people gambling for him, but they're saying this could be a very slippery slope into how some programs are run. If you get a billionaire to back you, you are now on another level on top of another level.
I don't see that being an issue at all in this situation, because if the teams decide that they don't want to play Texas Tech, you think that donor is going to want to abide by that? He's not going to want the Texas Tech to forfeit a season because they can't find games.
You're right. There are teams that will schedule games. There are teams that will.
Yeah,
I'm sure, but I'm sure they won't.
The Big 12 stays together and says we're not playing Texas Tech this year. That's going to have to make a statement somewhere.
Yes, because it's going to
have some effect.
You don't have conference games, which will take you out of the playoffs at the end of the year, which is where the big money is made for these teams.
Well, this whole thing, this should not be happening. And again, I hate to blame our court and justice system for this because, as I said yesterday, I respect the people who work in this life and do what they do, and I know a lot of them listen to this show, so I don't want to wrap everybody up in one big bag and toss it out the window. But the fact that you can just keep going around until you find a judge, and one judge's opinion can overturn all of the other decisions that have been made, that in and itself doesn't seem right. And then secondly, Tony, go ahead.
I'm just astonished that. And listen, I want to be clear. I don't know exactly how the whole finding the judge thing works.
Yeah, I don't either.
So I don't know how it goes, but I do find it. I don't know. I never thought in my lifetime that I would ever be at a point where, you can go back to the Ole Miss decision with the
Court Chambliss.
Chambliss, right?
Yeah.
They was denied, then they found the right one. However that went down. I never thought the court systems would be that easy.
The Alabama kid who got put in by the Alabama judge, for heaven's sakes. Yeah. And Tony, I don't know if you heard this part of it. You probably have by now, but the Texas 7th District, which is where Lubbock, Texas is, has said they will hear the appeal, but they've scheduled the appeal for February. Well, okay,
that's after the season.
The season's over.
Yeah.
Secondly, and this is just, there's something crazy here. All 4 justices on the appeal board in the 7th District are graduates of Texas Tech. All 4 of them. So that's who the NCAA is going to be appealing to.
I don't see any conflict of interest here.
What is going on?
And that's where we are.
Is going on?
That's where we are now. Is I don't know that has ever been different, right? But there was a time where we didn't. It wasn't a thought that, it doesn't matter. They went to that school. Okay, so what? I can still trust that you're going to make a sound decision, not based off of where you went to school. But there has been so many things that have happened that now allow you to question that. And here we are. This is whether what we're saying is actually true or not in terms of, the judge went to Texas Tech, therefore he made the decision he made. The fact that we now have space to do it because of other behaviors in the past, I think really sucks.
Yeah, it does. We have allowed everything to be called into question, and it goes all the way to the highest office in this country, because and this is not trying to be political at all, so don't read into it, but that's pretty much the argument from the top, is that nothing's what it seems. Nothing is what they say it is. We can't believe election results. We can't believe.
Okay.
All right. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong, but
those claims are being made.
You're making Scraby quite uncomfortable.
When we get into the election results, I'm like, okay, wait a second. We're going down a news talk path.
The point I'm trying to make is to piggyback on what Tony says. We are now in a situation where we find it hard to take at face value almost anything. And that's too bad. That's what he said. It sucks. And I'm saying it sucks as well. It's too bad.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I can tell you how this could be solved very quick. Like quickest ever.
Don't let him play.
Solution.
That's how it would be solved.
No, Brendan Sorsby could be like, hey, this is causing a lot of problems for a lot of people. Why don't I just not play? Because you know what? I just went to rehab. And in rehab, I learned to be accountable for my actions.
I have no faith in that.
I have no faith in that either.
Yeah.
Well, so this guy is more important than the entire history of sports?
The fact that he was willing to get a lawyer to fight this in the first place is kind of all I need to know.
What I'm really been desperate to find here, as I saw a quote earlier today from the Texas Tech athletic director, and
I know whoever that is. I know he has to be just going. His
explanation for why they support this kid.
What was it?
Is so I want to read it, but I read it once and I was obviously rolled my eyes, but I wanted to read it again and I can't.
I think I know what he said. He basically is saying that they're turning their back on a kid that's in peril right now with his mental health.
Something like that. Yeah.
He doesn't need football to not be in peril though. Like he can be surrounded by people who care.
I don't remember who wrote it, but I've been reading a lot of these articles because this story fascinates me. And one guy said, it's very simple. It's not a right to play football.
Exactly.
It's a privilege.
It's a privilege to play.
You're not
sports.
born in it. It doesn't say in your birth certificate you're allowed to play football because you were born in the United States. It doesn't happen that way.
It's phenomenal that the judge ruled this. It is, but it's phenomenal that we've gotten even to this point. And it looks like the only course of action that other teams around college football feel they have is to say we're not going to play against that quarterback. I don't know what else is available to them. There's no appeal until February, and Texas Tech is darn well planning to play him, it sounds like. So other teams are going to say, hey, this is what we have to do. It'd be interesting to see if push actually comes to shove here.
Straight, we got to stretch just like another minute, don't we?
We're good. Because you know what we have on the other side?
I don't want Adam coming at me, sir.
Oh, was he coming at you guys yesterday?
No.
I
did something yesterday on the show. Here, I'll stretch it for a minute, Tony. I did something on the show yesterday that I yell at Chris all the time about. And I realized that the more time I spend in that chair, the more I realize that I yell at Chris for things that I do as well, which is forget to give out prizes or forget to do this or forget to read that. So I apologize, Chris, for some of the times that I come at you.
A little self-reflection there.
Yeah, if I'm going to come at Brendan Sorsby for being non-accountable, I'm going to be accountable for my actions.
Apology not accepted.
Fine, we're back to it.
That's right.
All right, Fantabulous. Next.
Oh.
The biggest guests in San Diego.
Craig Stammer joins us here on Gwynn and Chris, and Craig, you get asked pretty much. I'm here every day. You get pretty much asked every day about your lineup. There was a couple times I felt in particular that you were messing with everybody out there.
Why don't you ask him what his lineup's going to be the second game instead of opening day lineup?
We're getting close to that particular time, you haven't really had your whole team as a whole to kind of make that kind of decision. But I would guess that you have at least an idea of where you want to go at this point.
Yeah, I have an idea. Tatis, Machado, Mero are going to bat at the top of the line somewhere.
Good thinking, Craig.
I told you I wasn't that smart.
Yeah, touche.
But yeah, I think it's been fun. It's fun to go through spring training and try different lineups, try different things, especially with the guys that were gone for the WBC.
Did that make it a little bit easier to try some things because you kind of were forced to?
It definitely made it a lot easier because there's no way you could write a Padres lineup without Manny and Toddy somewhere in the top 4, and so being able to try different people in different spots and just see how they took to leading off or took to batting second or batting third, batting in the middle of the lineup and how that looked in Cactus League games. So try to take all that information in and then make a good decision on opening day.
Craig, talking about, the fact that you've surrounded yourself with people and you're learning and you're asking, but what kind of thing that said? What kind of things did you feel were important for you as Craig Stammen to try to bring to this job and to this position and situation?
Well, I just tried to be myself, and that was the only thing that I could bring to this situation, this job. And the one benefit I have is I played with a lot of these guys, so they kind of, as long as I wasn't being fake as a player, I am who I was, and I'm trying to be that same person right now. And so that they know they got someone that they can trust and that someone that they can count on, someone that they can talk to, and then also hopefully someone that can put his foot down when he needs to. I think that's part of this role, and definitely going to be tough with, some of my best friends. But I think that's also the fun part of it too, is like, who doesn't want to play baseball with their best friends and, figure out a way to win it all.
With this particular group, from the pitching side of things, you guys came in, a lot of arms for, a couple of spots. Joe Musgrove sounds like he's not going to be ready for opening day. One of the things I've been trying to impart on people is the difference in how you guys look at it versus how us fans look at it, right? I think we get so excited about opening day and we get our hopes and minds set on that when it's just one of 162.
Right.
How different are things now with kind of the situation with Joe being down, at least at the start, in terms of the competition that you guys have had unfold?
Yeah. You know what? Opening day is special, right? When you're on a squad for opening day, you made the opening day roster. Like, that is a big thing for players. There's no doubt about that. However, like what you said, it is one of 162. It counts the same as game, 150, 130, and 120. So we want our best team for the majority of the season, not just on day one. And looking at the pitching staff specifically, we've got a lot of guys that have track records of pitching well in the big leagues, and they're competing for spots in our rotation right now and in the bullpen. And so, we're going to try to keep those guys around as long as we can and give them opportunities throughout the rest of spring training, and then, see where we're at opening day and, go from there. But, so far those guys have pitched really well outside of maybe a few snafus, but, they're in a good spot right now and ready to help us.
Do you have someone in mind for opening day already?
We have, several pitchers in mind for opening day.
It's not going to be you, Tony.
Yeah.
I can guarantee it ain't going to be me.
Yeah, we got some good pitchers. That's a good thing. We have choices.
There you go.
Many
Fair
guys
enough.
that could do it.
I know we're wrapping this up, and I know you have a lot to do. I want to try to get one question in that hopefully you haven't heard a lot. Have you thought about your first trip out to argue with an umpire in a major situation? Not just chirping, but I mean, something where you got to get out there and really make it happen. If so, have you asked anybody for any ideas or dreamed about how that might look?
It ain't going to look good if it's scripted, put it that way.
Okay.
So, the only thing I'd say is my kids have seen it. Maybe not outside, but my kids have seen it.
They know you got it.
They saw it this morning.
Oh, okay. All right.
If the umpires stop listening, then we, dad mode comes out or whatever. But, it'll happen when it happens.
Okay.
It probably won't be me just getting angry at an umpire. It'll be hopefully me protecting some of our players and showing them that I got their back.
Well, Craig, hey, man, we let you get going, man. We appreciate you coming and spending some time with us. Good luck this year. You got a whole city behind you, my friend.
Yep, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we've told everybody who'll listen to us that the Craig Stammen we got a chance to know here is going to be in a perfect situation. So we wish you the best.
Helps. We got a lot of good players, so we'll be fine.
No doubt.
That's true.
Craig Stammen joins us here on Gwynn and Chris. And, Craig, you get asked pretty much – I'm here every day. You get pretty much asked every day about your lineup. There was a couple times I felt in particular that you were messing with everybody out there.
Why don't you ask him what his lineup's going to be the second game instead of opening day lineup?
We're getting close to that particular time. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? We have ourselves a lineup.
It's an interesting lineup.
You're not going to recognize this one, people. This one is out there, and it doesn't mean it won't work. I'm just saying this is a little different. Go ahead, Scrape.
All right, leading off, I'll do it. Leading off, playing second base, Fernando Tatis Jr. Batting second, playing center field, Jackson Merrill. Playing third, batting third, Manny Machado. Gavin Sheets playing first. He's not DHing because he's playing first, but he's cleaning up. DHing is Will Wagner, who just recently got called up for the bogey paternity. Left field, Samad Taylor. Right field, Bryce Johnson. Then Freddy Fermin for fourth day in a row with the hot hand. And then Sung Moon Song playing shortstop in the 9th spot.
I'm not sure what Will Wagner did last year to earn a spot in the 5th hole today, but hey, hit 256. In his brief career, only hit a $133 for the Padres last year. So,
Tony,
we're going to just plug
thought?
him right in the middle there.
I don't know. I don't know that that's fair. I mean,
is it?
Chase Bowen didn't do anything last year to deserve a spot, but he's up here doing
he
well.
He didn't bat 5th, Tony, in his first game. 5th.
Well, would he bat 6th, 7th?
I think he was 7th might be different than 5th.
I mean, does it really matter?
Yes, it matters.
Does it really matter?
Okay, let me ask you this. No, wait, hold up. Who would you put 5th then?
Freddie Fermin, the hottest hitter on the planet.
Get out of here with that. Freddie Fermin bat 5th, and you're making the argument that it shouldn't be Will Wagner? Come on.
Nah, I don't know.
I say move Manny Machado to 9th, Fermin up to 3rd.
You got to get Fermin as many as bats as you can right now.
You know how many times I've been asked recently about when are they going to move Manny down the lineup? And
they probably are never going to.
I keep making declarations that they'll never do that, and then if they do it, then I look like an idiot.
I don't think they're going to do it. But
I don't think they're going to do that, bro.
Yeah.
I think you're pretty safe on that one.
I hope. All right,
let's get to today's Fantabulous Sports Game Show. See how that goes.
Hey, all you beautiful people out there, it's time to play one of our favorite games of the week.
All right.
We like to call it.
Ooh, I'm going to go.
Chris's Fantabulous Sports Game Show.
It starts right now on 97.3 The Fan.
Real quick, I'm reading an Alex Bregman quote, and at least someone else is understanding how hard baseball is because he is taking it really hard. He's saying like he's failed in this game. He's questioning himself. A lot going on with Alex Bregman.
Everybody does it when you are struggling. Everybody. Alex Bregman is like one of the best players we have in the league. And if he's telling you, dang, I'm kind of questioning.
He said, I've been god-awful.
Craig Stammen said the same thing the other day. Like, when you're losing or struggling, every single one of us starts to question, man, do I know what I'm doing? Like,
goes with the territory.
One day you can look like you know exactly, and one day you look like you've never swung a bat in your life.
You would think that a lot of these guys, Bregman, Manny, etc., built up enough capital in their own abilities to where they would never have these doubts creep in. But they have to have them creep in when you're hitting like this. You have to.
That's the human experience. Like, let's take baseball out of the equation. I mean, anything we do as a job or something we have to do frequently that there's maybe some high pressure involved in it, there's always some doubt. I don't know that I think that's not specific to baseball. I think that's just all of our human nature.
I feel doubt and dread every time I play this game, Chris.
I'm so glad you brought it up so that we can waste some time here and not get into the game. The Fantabulous Sports Game Show. Tony plays Scraby. Tony usually beats Scraby.
There's the doubt part.
I will give the category here. You guys will go back and forth trying to get correct answers. I'm telling you, I believe this is a tough enough category today that strikes will not be kept.
Whoa.
You guys just keep guessing.
Wow.
First person to 10 right will win.
Okay.
First person to 10 wins. There's only 18 correct answers.
Okay.
Here's what you have to think through, guys. The college football playoff, there were 12 teams. The Sweet 16 in the men's college basketball this year. The women's Sweet 16 in college basketball this year. You have to think about the super regionals, which means the final 16 in college baseball and in college softball.
There's the dread, Tony.
There are
There's the
five different tournaments. Only 18 schools in the nation qualified for more than one of those tournaments. Got into multiple tournaments. Get it? Do you
Yes,
at least
I
get
do,
the category?
I do.
I'll give you at least one example, so don't guess Indiana. Although they won the football, they did not qualify in any of those others, so that would be an incorrect
they have to
answer.
qualify in multiple.
They need to be in
one of those.
the school needs to be in more than one of those five. Correct.
Okay.
And there are 18 winning answers here.
You said super regional, college football playoff.
Right. College football
Sweet
playoff,
16.
Sweet 16 men and women, super regional men and women, baseball, softball. So you got 5 different categories to choose from. The school you guessed only had to be in 2 of the 5 to be a correct answer. But no strikes will be kept today. So just back and forth. See how many you can get. 18 correct. Scraby, you want to try it? Go
sure.
first?
Thankfully, we watched a ton of softball.
We've had a lot of this on. Yeah, maybe you know. So hopefully
I'm
it'll
gonna
work for you.
Go with Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. Might as well start with Texas Tech. Sure. They were in the quarterfinals of the college football playoff, and they were also in the softball World Series. That is correct. Texas Tech was in 2, but that's all you need to be in. So that is a correct answer. 17 left. A school that was in multiple championship round sports, Tony, this year.
USC.
USC is not a correct answer.
I was just shaking my head and he got it.
Oh, Sweet 16. They got to get to the Sweet 16.
Yes, USC is not correct. I
Doesn't
believe
matter,
the only
though.
one that they qualified
Baseball.
would be baseball super regionals, but that's only one. So yeah, USC is not correct. Scraby, well, this is common. You get an early lead, and you have the early lead again.
I don't like it when you say.
Let's see what you do with it.
I am gonna go with UCLA.
You're gonna try UCLA.
Baseball and women's basketball.
Pretty good. They didn't make the super regional in baseball.
What?
They were eliminated, but luckily for you, they made the super regional in softball.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
And they won the women's basketball championship. So UCLA is correct. Scraby leads 2-0. Tony Gwynn Jr. down in the early going here. 16 correct answers remaining. Schools that made the final Sweet 16 in their respective sports need to be twice.
Texas.
Texas didn't mess around. They were in 4 of the 5. The only one Texas didn't qualify for was the one people thought for sure they would, which was the college football playoff. They did not get into that, but they made the Sweet 16 in men's, Final 4 in women's, World Series in baseball, and they won the softball championships. Texas has been pretty successful. All right, 2-1.
I will go with Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, very good, Scraby. They've also been in 4 of the 5. The only one that Oklahoma missed was the men's Sweet 16 in college basketball. Sooners, Boomer Sooners. 3-1. Scraby's got the lead. Tony, looking for multiple qualifications by NCAA teams in the Sweet 16 of these sports.
Duke.
Duke. All right, Tony's pulling through. Duke has been in 3 of the 5. They were in the they're in the Elite 8 in both the men's and women's basketball. They were in the super regionals and softball. Duke is correct. 3-2, 5 down. 13 correct answers to go. We're racing to 10. Scraby, you've got the lead.
What about Alabama?
Why not Alabama? They've been in 4 of the 5. That's correct. Football,
I didn't
men's
know
basketball, Sweet 16. Baseball World Series, softball World Series for Alabama. So Scraby leads 4-2. There are 12 correct answers remaining. I will tell you right now, it's going to get a little tougher. Of the 12 answers remaining, 10 made exactly 2 of these. 1 made 3. So you got all the big ones right now out of the way. Tony, who you got? Down 4-2. Scraby with a lead.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame Fighting Irish is always a good guess, except for this time.
Whoa.
Notre Dame made it only to the women's basketball Elite Eight. That is the only place they score here. They did not make the college football playoff, as we recall. They were snubbed in their mind.
Yes.
Scraby, you got a nice lead now, 4-2.
This is when
Let's see what you can do with it. Looking for teams that made Sweet 16, college football playoff, baseball, and softball regional championships.
I am just hoping. I'm hoping that Georgia is on this list.
Georgia made 3 of them, Scraby. That's the one with 3. Very good. Football, baseball, they're in the World Series right now. They were also in the Super Regionals in softball.
But don't tell them about integrity, Chris.
No, we will not tell them about integrity. 5-2. Scraby's halfway home. Tony going to have to come from way behind today, but we've seen him do it before.
Yes, that's true.
Mr. Gwynn. Mr. Gwynn is in deep thought now because he knows it's kind of in trouble. Looking for a team to make 2 of the 5. Sweet 16s.
2 of the 5.
Yeah, this is tough. I knew this was a tough category, so that's why I took the strikes out of it today. Anthony's racking his brain, trying to think who was in the football playoff, who was in the Sweet 16, in the college baseball, who's in the softball, which just concluded.
Are you going to demand an answer at any point?
No. Tony's my friend. He can have as much time as he needs.
What a jerk.
Man.
Well, he's going to guess here shortly. He's got to guess somebody.
This is way tougher than I thought. How about Tennessee?
Tennessee Volunteers. Correct.
Dang it.
Elite 8 in basketball and in the softball World Series. Tennessee pulls it out for Tony. We got 10 left. Scraby, you're up 5-3. Got a 2-point lead. Oh, he says.
This is a pretty big sports school. I got to think that they made somewhat of a run in some other sport. Ohio State.
Yeah, absolutely not.
I know you by now, Chris.
He sets you up.
Ohio State.
I knew him by now.
Ohio State was in the college football playoff, did not reach any of these other 4. So that is a miss. Gives Tony a chance to close the gap. He's trailing 5-3. There's the long-awaited buzzer. All right, Tony. Who is in the college football playoff or men's and women's Sweet 16? Or baseball, softball Sweet 16? College schools. Man, this is really tough. I probably shouldn't even have gone with this category. I didn't really how tough it's going to be.
I'm doing great at it.
Doing okay.
So it's a fine category.
All right, you're happy with it for the moment. Wait till you lose at the end.
Well,
and then you won't.
I think
like
we have
anymore.
a time running out.
Tony, give me a guess.
Man.
He doesn't want to guess wrong.
How about Kentucky?
Kentucky. I think Tucky's a
Kentucky.
Yeah, women's Sweet 16 basketball is their only score. Not correct. Scraby 5-3. What you got?
I have just been racking my brain to find the best men's basketball team, and then I would think, would that also go to a women's basketball team? And there is one school that came to mind. UConn.
UConn is right. Very good, Scraby.
Oh my
You're
God,
playing
I
well.
had that there, and I forgot about the women.
You're playing well, Scraby. Men's and women's. Yeah. Basketball. UConn is a correct answer. 6-3. Scraby. Tony Gwynn Jr. needs to find the comeback trail, and he needs to find it quickly. Tony needs somebody that made the football playoff, men's and women's Sweet 16.
Crazy.
Basketball or baseball and softball. Looking for schools that have done at least 2 of the 5.
Arkansas?
Going with the sauce.
Always go with the sauce.
Always go with the sauce, Tony. Sweet 16 men's basketball, women's softball World Series. That is correct.
Wow.
Sauce keeps you going. 6-4. Scrabe. Finish line is almost in sight, but you're not there yet. What do you got? College team that had success in 2 of these 5 sports this calendar or this school year.
You know what school always does surprisingly well in sports?
I don't know.
The Frog. TCU.
TCU. Yeah, Braden Surprenant's team. Women's Elite 8 in college basketball.
And
that's it for them.
Yeah, I didn't know.
So TCU's a no.
Didn't know.
Tony, back within 2. Is there a comeback coming our way? Tony Gwynn Jr., give me a team that was in 2 of these 5.
Oh, my gosh.
You guys are racking your brains. It's so funny. I'm looking right at the list. I'm like, come on, you guys. They're like right here. It's so easy when you're looking right at
Does
it.
that mean I win this game because we're done?
Absolutely not. I said
What do
you
you
had to get to 10.
Oh, my gosh.
You're at 6.
We're not going to spend the next 15 minutes guessing colleges we don't know about. I win. Thank you. All right.
This guy's trying to crown himself.
This is like when the Chiefs played the Raiders, Chris.
Game's over. Chiefs win.
Game's over.
I don't
we're
think
just
so.
going to have to go to the other side.
We're going to go to the other side. We'll carry it on. You guys get some time to think during the break.
Well, that's going to hurt me.
And, we'll see if Scraby can hang on as Gwynn and Chris continues into the 3 o'clock hour. and Tuesday get-together. Padres-Reds Game 2 coming up later. Chase Burns, fireballing right-hander, will throw for the Reds. And Giolito for the Padres.
Oh, you were looking for the
Did you forget for a second?
I was looking for the Padres pitcher there. Giolito will throw tonight for the Padres. Padres took game 1 of the series 6-2 last night. All right, we are in the middle of the Fantabulous Sports Game Show today. This is a tough one. Scraby leads 6-4. First player to 10 wins. And there are 8 correct answers left. And you're looking for a college team that made it to at least 2 of the following: the college football playoff, the men's or women's basketball Sweet 16, the college baseball super regionals, or the softball super regional. So basically, you're looking for schools that were in the Sweet 16 of these sports this year. And Scraby's got 6 right. Tony's got 4. It's Tony's turn. You guys have had some time to think. Maybe that'll help down the stretch. Here we go. Tony, your turn. When we left off.
I'm struggling with this one.
Still struggling, he says.
How about Virginia?
Virginia, I can give you a quick on Virginia. They made it to the women's Sweet 16 of basketball. That's it for Virginia. Scraby.
I just honestly, I don't even know. But
want to pass?
I'm just gonna think SEC. Okay, I'm thinking out loud. SEC teams are usually good at baseball.
Okay.
Ole Miss, they were in the college football playoff.
And they're in the College Baseball World Series. Correct.
Oh,
I can't stand this. Scraby is just getting lucky out of his rear end.
no,
right
I
7-4.
remembered that Ole Miss was in the college football playoff. I did not realize they were in the World Series. I thought it was going to be softball or something.
They are
That's
in the
my
World
point.
Series.
That's my point, Tony.
7-4. Scraby, you're closing in on a victory. Tony. Once again. Nebraska. Tony says very resigned. That is correct.
Whoa!
Nebraska's in the Sweet 16 of men's basketball and the College Softball World Series.
I forgot about Nebraska in the basketball.
They had a great season in basketball for like the first time ever. 7-5.
I don't remember where this team finished in basketball, but I know that they're there for baseball.
Oregon Ducks. You know that they're there for baseball. Well, you should also know they were in the college football playoff. That is correct, Scraby.
Oh, I was thinking basketball. I wasn't even thinking football.
You got
I've skipped over
Scraby.
I think what's irritating me more is I've skipped over at least 4 that Scraby has used because I couldn't think of the other sport that they got in, and he's nailed it.
He's getting them. All right, it's 8-5. There are 5 correct answers left. Tony, in order for you to actually win outright, you'd have to get all 5, and Scraby'd have to get none more. This is a commanding position for you, Scraby.
Let's start with Florida.
Florida. Yeah, Florida's really good, but they didn't make it. Florida is in only the softball super regionals.
They didn't get to the Sweet 16 in basketball?
No, they lost to Iowa in the second round. A big upset. They were the top seed. Stupid Iowa. All right, Scrabe, you're really right there now. The doorstep is calling your name. This can clinch a tie for the title today.
Have no idea. Auburn,
no. Auburn is a no.
Figured.
Well, it wasn't worth a shot. They made the college baseball super regionals. That's it for Auburn. Tony, you're still alive.
I don't know why, because I can't. My brain's
thinking
right. How about U of A?
U of A.
Not it.
God, you guys are answering some good ones. U of A was in the basketball Final Four. That's it for U of A. Scraby, I'm going to call this pretty soon.
I think you
guys are kind of running out of steam.
I gotta think of the women's basketball side.
I'd like to see Scraby actually get it and just, being able to celebrate
I got one more guess after Scrape.
Okay.
I got a guess too. I don't think it's right. South Carolina.
That is not correct.
Women's only.
I'm going to go with the other Carolina.
North Carolina.
Good point.
North Carolina is correct.
Wow. Good
Sweet
point.
16 World Series. 8-6. Tony, if you want to.
No, you said you're calling the game.
Yeah, he got one.
You said you're calling the game. That's why I guessed my thing, because you said you were calling the game.
He's within 2.
He got one. I got one, though.
There's 4 left.
Oh, well, this game's just about over. Scrappy, go ahead and guess. Doesn't really matter. Oh, wait, he's still in the game. He's still in the game. Is it me?
Yeah.
Oh, you're genuinely making me do this?
Yeah.
What about...
We're guessing until Tony misses.
Now all of a sudden, Tony...
Just go.
Now give me a second.
All right. Take a second. You're looking for a team in football, college football playoff.
Oh!
Or a team in the men's or women's basketball Sweet 16, or the college baseball or softball Super
I don't think their
Regionals.
football team was good enough, but I know their team wasn't good enough. Michigan?
Oh, I got one.
Michigan won the national championship. You would think that would be a good guess. They were also in the Elite Eight in women's basketball. That is correct.
Okay, I
Scraby.
was thinking just football. They did not win the national
9-6.
championship.
In men's basketball?
No, in
they sure
football.
did. They won in men's basketball.
I understand.
Okay, you're right.
Let's go Iowa State.
Iowa State. I'm going to call it. That is no good. Scraby, play the music. You have won the Fantabulous Sports Game Show.
What
today.
just happened?
I don't know. You better play some music and celebrate your little heart out. You guys named everybody you could.
That's my dancing.
Why are you making so much noise?
I'm dancing on a glass floor over here.
All right.
You're not even moving your arms, dude. You're just moving your feet.
I think the only one that you really could have gotten there that you didn't guess was LSU. They're usually pretty good in all this stuff.
I didn't realize.
LSU was in the Sweet 16 women's and Super Regional and softball.
Someone just said it's been 84 years since I won.
84 years.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah. Mississippi State and St. John's were the other correct answers. They were really hard to come up with.
In
really
a
hard to
million
come
years,
up with.
got St. John's.
Well, St. John's just got eliminated in the baseball Super Regionals, and
Didn't even know they had a baseball team.
and Patino took them to the Sweet 16 this year. All right.
That was
Well,
fun.
It is okay.
Why? Because I won?
Yeah, mostly. Yeah, mostly. I think it was a terrible category because you won. No, it was just it wasn't a great category.
I
Great
think it was a
category
fine
is when
category.
there's you guys are really out on a limb there guessing, and that's not fair to you or the listeners.
But who got more right?
I'm happy Scraby got a victory.
You did get a
He
win,
doesn't
though,
win very
Scraby.
often.
It is
It's been
officially
84 years, so
Yeah,
84
Glad you got
years.
one.
Yeah, that is true. You do get the win. Padres will hope to get the win tonight. If you're just tuned in, Xander Bogaerts is on the paternity list.
on his bobblehead night.
That's right.
Terrible
It's his
timing.
bobblehead night. Yeah. Couldn't his wife hang on
Okay.
a little while? Joking. Of course I'm joking.
Would any of you be surprised that Dave Marcus was the first person that brought that to my attention?
That Bogey wasn't going to.
That he's not going to be here on his bobblehead.
It does
day.
not surprise me at all. No. Yeah, Dave's on top of that stuff.
Yeah, Dave doesn't miss stuff like that. But yes,
No,
it is
he's ready for it.
Bogey goes boom bobblehead night tonight. And there will be no Bogey there. Will Wagner has been called up to take his place and apparently take his place right in the middle of the Padre lineup. He's batting fifth tonight and DHing
Chris
for
does
the
not like that
Friars.
decision.
Well, Tony's not wrong. I mean, the guys hitting after him are in order: Samad Taylor, Bryce Johnson, Freddy Fermin, and Sung Moon Song. So there really isn't a Hank Aaron in the bunch there. So
Yeah.
Got what you got. See how they
Got
do.
what you got.
Yeah. Okay, can we talk about this number story real quick?
I don't even know what number story it is.
Okay, I've been trying to tell Chris in the break, but I guess he wasn't listening.
Yes,
Tony
I
knows what
was,
I'm
but
talking
I
about.
wasn't paying. I
What,
wasn't.
what number of story are you talking about?
The whole Dylan Gabriel
Oh,
thing.
yes.
So
Dylan
Jared
Gabriel.
Verse gets traded from the Rams to the Browns. Jared Verse is number 8. Dylan Gabriel is also number 8. So instead of, usually what they do is they meet up. Hey, bro, I would love to be number 8. Here's, a gift card or something. And
A gift card. Some of these guys.
well, yeah, I don't think
Like,
Dylan Gabriel
sacrifice
commands
their
thousands
second-
of.
Some of these guys sacrifice their second-born children to get these numbers.
I don't think Dylan Gabriel could. I think he commands like maybe a $25 Chili's card, but Jared Verse didn't even want to do that. He just ran out on the field the other day with Dylan Gabriel's number, and both of them were wearing number 8, which ended up becoming a thing. It turns out Dylan Gabriel's changing his number to 6, and Jared Verse never asked, according to reports.
So he's making his.
He's just making it happen.
He's making his presence felt there right off the bat.
That's not a real great way to ingratiate yourself to your teammates.
Here's my take. Let me give you my take on this real quick. My take is typically when you're talking jersey number, there's multiple people involved other than the jersey itself, right? In this case, NFL, the team, the equipment manager.
Yep.
It seemed far too easy for Verse to just have the number. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't go into the equipment room and take the number. Someone had to give it to him.
Yeah, that's kind of strange, right? Somebody had to say, go ahead. Yeah.
Right, exactly. They've been there Dylan Gabriel been there for a year. Like, it's not like they didn't know what number he wore. So, like, the mere fact that he got out on the field with the same shirt, to me, it sounds like they didn't really care. They didn't really care that it was Dylan Gabriel.
This is crazy. Like, I know he's just Dylan Gabriel, but you got to show a tiny bit of respect that he wore that number for the team last year.
It sounds like to me, guys.
Maybe they didn't respect.
I was just going to say, what it sounds like to me is business as usual for the Cleveland Browns.
They're like,
that's what it sounds like to me.
Oh, someone has that number. Who is it? They look at it. Oh, Dylan doesn't care.
Go ahead, Jared. You wear it. We'll figure it out.
I'm sure he won't say anything to you.
Yeah, he'll be good.
He won't even notice. When you're out there.
The GIF responses to this Dylan Gabriel story were great. It's one from Friday where he said he's gonna go cry in the car because Dylan Gabriel seemed very he seems very depressed about this number thing.
It just jacked his number. Real quick before I get out of here because I gotta go. I know Scraby had some questions. I assume on the cut off yesterday, center field. No one at first base.
Yeah, top of the 6th inning, Ty France wasn't there. He had to run back. Fernando chased him down. There was no one covering first. What happened?
So the real answer on that particular play is that really no one's wrong. I think Toddy, as an outfielder, was recognizing, ain't no way this ball's going home. It's too deep. I think Ty, as a first baseman, was doing the technical thing there, which
first baseman is the cut man for that play.
He's the cutoff man. But that ball was so deep that there really wasn't a play at home. So Toddy, who would normally, and if it was shallower, have to be the guy at first. He would round and come around the back door and be there in at first base. But because it was so deep and Toddy recognizing, like, ain't no way we got to play at home, he stayed there. So technically, no one was in the wrong. And had it been done right, the guy who was at first wouldn't have got off that far. He got off as far as he did because he knew no one was at first.
I agree.
So if Toddy was in spot, he probably would have got off 2 or 3 steps and would have come right back. So
yeah, I wasn't questioning. I just didn't know this.
There's only one player in Major League history who might have snuck in and made that play from right field.
Who's that?
You'd really have to be alert and hustling like crazy. Pete Rose, somebody like that, would have maybe run in.
He would have?
He might have tried.
I could see.
But that would be a crazy thing if you saw an outfielder come all the way in.
That would be crazy.
To back up and play first base. But Tony's right. There was no fault on that play.
All right.
Yeah.
Didn't cost them. They won the game. We move on.
There was one pretty funny play, Tony, before you go. I got to get your thoughts. Real quick. Reds have the guy at first, the rookie. What's his name, Arroyo?
Yeah, Edwin Arroyo,
Okay,
yes.
He's on first base. The count goes to 3-2 on the batter. I think it was done. He starts
like
him 12 times in a row, Terry Francona. He barely could even get back to the base after the last foul ball. He's gasping for air. I'm sitting there, and we're going, they can't start him again. He can't even run. Well, they do. The guy, whatever, he struck out, and Fermin's throw goes into center field, and the guy makes it up, except for interference was called on the throw.
Yeah.
And the Reds didn't argue that. So
the poor guy was just out. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, they called him out, and he had to walk off the field after all of that running back and forth.
I'm 100% telling the strength and conditioning, don't come to me about doing any conditioning for at least a week at this point. I just did 12 wind sprints and then did a real sprint
Yeah.
and had to come in because I was out.
And
on
then he slid in so happy, you know, he's like, I made it. And then the ump's like, sorry, you're out. And he had to walk off.
That was funny. That's a
I
good
mean,
point.
I felt for that kid, man. I was like, can't Francona just take it off for one pitch?
I think this is like maybe his 6th big league game, so
I
some
guess
sort
he
of
figures-
initiation.
I guess he just figures he's got endless energy. I mean, they did that the Sun Moon Song in the game in
Yep,
DC a couple
they
weeks
did.
ago, and by the time they threw, he was out because he was probably tired.
He was gassed.
Yeah, you can only do it so many times. All right. That was crazy. All right, we're going to get into some more stuff as we go along. Obviously, Big Five is coming up. We got some potpourri. We got to talk about the game last night. Tony has to do his stuff down at the ballpark, but Gwynn and Chris will sail on when we return. So stick around. Tony stepped aside for a bit. Gwynn Chris, Bill House Studios. We know how. Priscilla, Matt Scraby together today. We did miss you yesterday, sir. Adam Klug does a nice job. But he doesn't make the kind of mistakes you do. It set things up for us and keep the show moving along nice and comfortable.
Well, that's not why I want to be
That's not why you want to be missed?
No.
No,
not
we
at all.
missed you.
Okay.
We did. But we're all back together today. Sam Levitt's got the pregame show and no longer have to call him Nostradamus because the Knicks will not win in 4 after, another great game. I thought last night, unfortunately, you have all this commotion after the game and, the commotion before the game, whether that bothered you or not, it seemed to bother a lot of people that the president decided to go to the basketball game. Don't know that that's fair, but that seemed to be a lot of the response I heard. Anyway,
listen, no one wants to wait in lines regardless of who's coming to a game.
Yeah, and that did contribute to that for sure.
And they want to get in so they could watch the game.
They did, and I can't imagine what the craziness around that arena was last night. So,
no.
But the game itself was pretty good, and we'll talk about it in today's Daily Gambit.
Do you like money?
I think about money a lot.
Do you like money without doing anything?
Winning.
Do you want to make money while watching sports?
I think Washington is immortal luck.
Washington! Woohoo!
If you answered yes, this is your segment. Just don't blame us when you lose.
Nothing is ever your fault.
It's your game. Take it.
Gwynn and Chris go through the top bets of the day in The Daily Gambit on 97.3 The Fan.
Daily Gambit is our daily sports betting segment here on Gwynn and Chris. Please, everybody, gamble responsibly. Was not here, so Chris, take it away.
All right, the Padres are favored last night over the Reds by 1.5. Both Tony and I thought the Padres would win. I told you that I gave up. I left in the top of the 6th inning when the Reds took a 2-1 lead.
You did.
I was like, Padres offense cannot overcome this. I'm going home. I think, honestly, it wasn't that I didn't think so. I just didn't want to see them not overcome it. Like, I couldn't stomach another one. Another night of no hitting it at all. And until the 7th inning, that's what it was.
Yeah.
They had one home run by Fermin at that point, and I think one single at that time. They had 2 hits. And old Abbott was moving along nicely, but
I like you say old Abbott because he does look old, but he's very young.
He does look like an old guy. The Reds bullpen, though, is the worst in baseball, and that did help provide some of the tonic that the Padres needed last night. 8 runs was the over/under. That ended up to be right on it, so 6-2. Christopher Sanchez pitched for the Phillies last night. Gave up 2 whole runs, including a home run to Matt Clement. Or Ernie Clement. I always call him Matt Clement, the former Padre. Gets a mention there by accident. Ernie Clement homered. But Sanchez struck out 10 going over the 7.5 number, which we both got right. He took the Spurs. I took the Knicks last night, -1.5. Spurs won the ball game.
By the way, I'm really sad that I was cheering for Sam to get Knicks in 4.
You wanted him to get it, huh?
Just because it was such an outlandish claim. And
it was.
And it would have been great if he hit it.
I think that he came on here yesterday and he kept saying it over and over again. And I thought, you know what, Sam, just enough. You said it.
Jinxed.
Yeah, you're jinxing. Now you had me, but now you're kind of overstating it, and so
he was close to being up 3-0.
Sure he was, and they still could win 4-1. The Knicks played right down to the wire last night, but the one thing that I just would say about the game is the Knicks should stop whining, and the coaching and the players didn't even say a word about it. By the way, the free throw disparity in the second half favored the Spurs. Okay. Well, every time that happens, the coach of the other team says that the refs cheated. And it's getting a little old and hard to really even think about anymore. The refs are not cheating. If they are, then what are we even doing in the first place?
What did we just do with SGA for the past, 2 years, talking about the refs and the free throw disparity and how he has too many free throws?
I never said the refs cheated with SGA. I said they need to call the game the way it's supposed to be called. And I think the NBA was, allowing it to be that way, where you can fall and flop and, get sent to the free throw line.
If it's consistent, it's consistent.
But anyway, I didn't see anything with the officiating last night at all. I think it's sour grapes by the Knicks coaching staff and Mike Brown. And to confirm it, his players didn't say a word about it. They were all asked, and they said, no, that had nothing to do with it. Spurs got more free throws because they were more aggressive and got to the rim and got fouled more. And they won a great game.
What about Wemby and his
on to game 4? Wemby
head push.
Well, look, he gave and got, though. I mean, they were grabbing him all
aggressive.
day, too. Yeah, but I saw Cat grab him a few times. It's going to get physical. They're fighting for an NBA championship.
Okay.
I think all's fair in love and war a little bit, on that kind of stuff. And I just thought it was a great game, and I don't like to detract from it with all the periphery stuff. All right. Tonight, Padres are favored over the Reds, Grape, by 1.5. You like that?
This is crazy.
Last night, the Reds were favored.
Not a shocker.
Last night the Padres are favored. Tonight the Reds are favored. Is that what
Reds
I said?
No, you said the Padres
I said
are
it backwards.
Favored. Really?
Reds are favored by 1.5 tonight with Chase Burns over Lucas Giolito.
So I guess the odds makers are like, we've seen this Padres offense.
Yeah, and
we got to flip it.
Last night, was lucky.
I'll take the Padres to win or I'll just take the Padres to win.
Yeah, I think they can beat this team again. Dodgers are favored by 1.5 at Pittsburgh.
This is a good one
because Paul Skeens is facing the Dodgers tonight.
Ohtani.
Is it Ohtani?
I believe it's Skeens Ohtani. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me make sure. I saw something different, but it could have changed, or I could be wrong. Yeah, Eric Lauer is listed as the starter for the Dodgers.
Then I was wrong.
Right now, so. But Skeens will face Ohtani because
maybe that's what the headline was about.
Mm.
It said Skeen versus Ohtani. I'm like, they're pitching against each other?
Apparently, no.
All right.
That's not right.
I wasted our time. Let's move forward.
Who do you like? Skeens has been struggling, by the way, of late.
He has.
But he shuts down the Dodgers today. I said Skeens and the Pirates. Pirates?
I'll go Pirates as well.
Reds and Padres, 7.5 runs. Last night it was 8, and they got to 8. Can they do it again? Can they get to 8 again?
I'm not going to bite off more than I could chew. Not 2 nights in a row, Chris. Under.
I went under last night. I think under is the way to go. Who's going to get more strikeouts tonight? Skeens against the Dodgers or Dylan Cease back in action for Toronto against the Phillies? I'm going to go Skeens here because Cease is coming off the injured list. Maybe he comes out of the game a little earlier.
Yeah, I think you're probably right about that. I'll go Skeens.
Go with Skeens. Carolina, Vegas. I recommend that you guys watch it if you're around tonight. The first 3 games of the Stanley Cup Finals have been all 3 games, and expect more of the same tonight. Carolina's favored by 1.5 to tie the series at 2 on the road. Scrape.
They have to win, so I'll go Carolina.
You're going to go Carolina to tie the series. I'm going to take Vegas. Every game's been 1 goal so far. See no reason why it won't be that way again. All right, that's our daily gambit tonight. We'll see where things go. Coming up, we have a potpourri of fun stuff for you. Scraby's put a lot of it together. But there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in sports today that didn't quite get into the Big Five later.
Yeah.
So we will touch on some of that when we resume play. Did you see that Caitlin Clark got the last laugh last night?
I did, yes.
She's been getting roundly criticized
very much
like
so.
Every circle, and frankly I'm getting a little bit annoyed by it.
Hey, I don't know that she has to be the face of the league, but she is the face of the league, and this comes with the territory.
I think the WNBA and the people around it are making a mistake by trying to vilify Caitlin Clark. I don't think that's the right thing to do. But not her.
Villain.
Not her. Not her.
She can just call herself the villain.
She's kind of a golden child, but she plays like a villain.
See, there you go.
And then they focus on it. Every time she pushes somebody, every time she raises her palms up, Every time she has it, look, she yelled it with her coach the other night. They made a big deal out of it. NBA players and stars especially yell and discuss idea changes with their coaches all the time. It's not even a noteworthy story.
It's something that sports media likes to do, Chris. We build people up just to bring them back down.
So you're saying Caitlin Clark is on the way back down?
I guess so.
Yeah, maybe
I guess that's maybe what I'm saying.
You might be right. All right. Well, everything else in the kitchen sink when Gwynn and Chris continues.
From the first pitch.
And what is before they try, what is the heat index they're facing? Do we know? Or
Well, you could look up the Scoville on a ghost pepper.
Yeah.
It's one of the world's hottest. There's a couple of hotters.
Scoville's the measurement unit.
The X pepper and all of that.
Thanks for the education, because I did not know.
I've allowed milk and bread, but if I was asked,
tell us the actual rules of this. Like
the rule is,
see if you can do it. I guess
you guys alternate spoonfuls until one of you can't.
One of you can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
Until you can't do it anymore.
I will take
And
one.
The winner,
spoonful of
Scrady,
this.
has a jar of a couple of my jars.
I think they both are winners if they pass this.
For
I
the
hate to
winners.
say, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
There will be no back and forth. There will be one spoonful.
Now,
this is the one that he has right now.
The 38?
Maybe.
Okay. All right.
No,
Maybe.
this right here, I've been putting on some of my turkey burgers.
Good stuff.
This is hot.
Okay.
Right, we doing
All right,
this?
hold on.
Here we go.
All right. Let's
Adam's
do it.
ready.
This is
There,
a full
away he goes.
spoonful
He does
of
have a full spoonful
He does.
for those listening. on that.
I'm literally sweating watching him do
a
this
full
right
spoon?
now. That's a full spoon.
All right.
That is a full
Down the
spoon.
hatch we go.
All
All right.
right.
And man, he went the whole thing. He did not.
My
He did
turn?
not trickle that down the throat. He
He
just.
hasn't reached for the milk yet.
Scraby's coming over.
When does the heat kick in?
Oh,
I knew it.
When does the heat kick in?
Wow. You better go, dude.
There goes Scraby.
They
Scraby,
both
did
did.
you swallow that, Scraby? Yeah.
That is some good stuff.
It's delicious.
delicious.
We're gonna see it.
Tasty.
I'm gonna watch you now.
I'm feeling it already. I am, are you?
No.
He's
Adam's
feeling good.
feeling nothing. All right, so take another spoonful, Adam. You'll win.
Oh, come on. Now we're double dipping.
He's all
you
one
can't put your
spoonful.
same
That's
spoon
not
in
what
there.
the competition's all about.
We always said
Spoonful
that.
too?
Yeah, go
Oh
for it.
yeah.
I always said that Adam Klug was kind of had a.
I at least used a different spoon, no double dipping.
All right.
I didn't know where I don't think
I
it
always thought
matters.
Adam Klug had a cold persona, but evidently it's just the opposite.
All right.
Big
He
boss
is
Michael
handling
Valenzuela
it.
in the
Wait,
YouTube
no,
chat,
dog.
by the way.
Which way though? You let laughing it drip in your hand. Oh, okay.
Scraby, where are you? Let me see.
Okay.
I'm just looking at Adam, and Adam's not having any problem at all.
Look at you, Adam.
Adam is backed up.
College
But
boy.
this
I must tell you, Tony,
no.
that Adam has cashed the check.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did.
cashed
You said
his
I wouldn't
check.
be able to catch
I
you.
did.
No, you
I
cashed
sure
it,
did.
man.
You
cashed
proved me
it
wrong,
for
my
sure.
friend. I
Scraby,
gotta tell you though, this is further proof that whatever we got him with that
the
tie,
tie thing,
was
yeah, 'cause
super weak.
this is less than a 10,
he's
right?
he's over here having a difficult time.
You're turning a little red,
The time
Scraby.
was just as bad.
You're turning a
this
little
hit me
red.
By the way,
faster.
this is delicious.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
he's
He's
going
going
there.
another one.
Yes.
Come on, Adam. Wow,
Delicious.
you're gonna have to come back in 6 months with like an 88.
Oh.
It's 38.
We'll have to go with the higher Scoville next time.
All right. Oh, wow. Look at this guy. He's talking
Right.
trash now.
Well,
I haven't had a sip of milk or bread.
He hasn't even reached for it.
No, he doesn't
came out
even
of the
need the
gates
bread.
talking trash.
All right.
All right. Now
Hey,
I'm
man.
going to take another one.
What?
Well,
Why
you
are
gotta- you gotta
doing
hold
this
another
to
spoon?
yourself.
No, because I don't want.
You don't want Adam to say
He,
he
by
has
the way,
wheat sauce,
yeah, he
baby.
get the whole
Full spoon,
get the same
baby.
thing that like he's dropping it all in there.
Keep the studio clean.
It's all anybody's
Big
worried
boss
about.
Michael watching over here. Come on.
Woo, boy, Scrabe, get back in front of the camera. Your face is red, Scrabe, isn't it, Tony? Are you
I'm
seeing
sweating.
the same thing?
You are sweating. Your face is definitely.
Why do you keep doing this?
You're not feeling anything?
Adam isn't even
Anything?
moved over
I
there.
feel a 1 or maybe a 2 out of 10 here.
Wow.
Adam
That's ridiculous
Klug.
because I'm.
Wow.
Adam Klug is a tough
Jamie's
son
now
of a
bent
gun.
over the trash can.
No,
over
I had
there.
to spit.
I was going to say, it looks like Adam Klug may be producing the rest of the show because he's fine. Scraby may need
Scraby's
to
going to
go
bed.
get
Yeah,
assistance.
you know, here's want
Frank-
the milk, dude. It might
Frank
work
predicted
better.
that.
No.
Oh, did he?
Frank
Scraby's having
predicted that.
bread.
Oh yeah, that Adam would just cruise through this with
Frank
no problem.
predicted this.
He did.
Frank on the last show.
I
said
know you
Adam
had
would
it
have
like
no
that.
problem.
He did.
I got a newfound respect from Tony Gwynn Jr.
Yes,
here.
you do.
So-
all right.
So Scraby has the prizes for you, Adam. You have one, a jar of the ghost
You
pepper
can have as much of this
salsa.
as you want at all
And
times.
the,
Yeah.
Mr. Lane's Roasty 38 chili powder.
You should let me have that chili powder though. I think I do. I think I would do more damage.
Started off
with this.
giving me the mild.
And what is before they try, what is the heat index they're facing? Do we know? Or
Well, you could look up the Scoville on a ghost pepper.
yeah.
It's one of the world's hottest. There's a couple of hotters.
Scoville's the
Reaper
measurement unit.
and the X pepper and all of that.
Thanks for the education because I did not know.
I've allowed milk and bread, but if I was
So
asked,
tell
I would
us
have
tell
said
us the
no.
actual rules of this. Like
The rule
Wanna
is
see if you can do it. I guess
you guys alternate spoonfuls until one of you can't.
That's
one of
not
you can't
happening.
do it anymore.
Yeah,
That's not happening.
until you can't do it anymore.
I will take
And
one
the winner,
spoonful of
Scrady
this.
has a jar of
here it
a
is.
couple of my jars.
I think
Products.
they both are winners if they pass
Hold on,
this.
for
I
the
hate to
winners.
say, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
There will be no back and forth. There will be one spoonful.
Now
This is the one that he has right now.
The 38,
Maybe.
Okay. All right.
maybe.
this right here, I've been putting on some of my turkey burgers.
Good stuff.
This is hot.
Okay.
Right, and we do
All
it.
right, hold on.
Here we go.
All right, let's
Adam's
do it.
ready.
This is a
There,
full
away he goes.
spoonful
God, he
of
does
the-
have a full spoonful
He
for those
does.
listening.
This
on that.
is
I'm literally sweating watching him
That's
do
a
this
full
right now.
spoon?
That's a full spoon.
All right.
That is a full
down the
spoon.
hatch we go.
All
All right.
right.
And man, he went the whole thing. He did not.
My
He did
turn?
not trickle that down the throat. He
He
just
hasn't reached for the milk yet.
Scraby's. If you love Mediterranean food like I love Mediterranean food, Scraby loves it. All of us love it. And what is before they try, what is the heat index they're facing? Do we know? Or
Well, you could look up the Scoville on a ghost pepper.
yeah.
It's one of the world's hottest. There's a couple of hotters.
Scoville's the
Reaper
measurement
and
unit.
the X pepper and all of that.
Thanks for the education because I did not know.
I've allowed
Yeah.
milk and bread, but if I was
So
asked,
tell
I would
us
have
tell
said
us the
no.
actual rules of this. Like
The rule
Want to see if you
is
can do it. I guess
you guys alternate spoonfuls until one of you can't.
That's
one of
not
you
happening.
can't do it anymore.
Yeah,
That's not happening.
until you can't do it anymore.
I will take
And
one
the winner,
spoonful of
Scrady
this.
has a jar of
here it
a
is.
couple of my jars.
I think
Products.
they both are winners if they pass
Hold on one
this.
second.
I
The
hate
winners.
to say, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
There will be no back and forth. There will be one spoonful.
Now I am
This is the one that he has right now.
The 38,
Maybe.
Okay. All right.
maybe.
this right here, I've been putting on some of my turkey burgers.
Good stuff.
This is hot.
Okay.
Right, and we do
All
it.
right, hold on.
Here we go.
All right, let's
Adam's
do it.
ready.
This is a-
So much, Tiffany, for your hard work
Yes, I mean
on
we
that. I
weren't
want to
making
make
fun
a
of her.
public thank you for Tiffany on that one.
Yeah, we weren't making fun of her.
Oh God,
Her
nobody was
job's
making
very
fun of her at
difficult.
all. But some people don't.
Her job gives me anxiety.
Her job gives you anxiety.
Yeah, because I'm a guy who's like knows that someone's waiting on someone to make a phone call. So I'm sitting there, I'm probably like tapping my foot next to the athlete, and they're not really paying attention because they're talking to their old friend over here.
Right, she
and
did a
you're
great job.
Looking at your watch, you're like, oh gosh, they were supposed to be on 2 minutes ago.
We thank the Padres Media Relations Department and especially Tiffany on that one for Griffin Cannon getting on our Friar Friday interview last week.
Yes.
But yeah, not everybody wants to have their name and exploits mentioned on the radio. So I get it.
Okay.
Right? Tiffany just assumed do her job, and because she's doing her job.
Yeah. Well,
right? She's not into getting a bunch of, public
acknowledgement. So we should probably stop talking
right.
about
And so we
this.
keep talking about it. But thank you, Tiffany. All right. Big controversy this morning. We're going to get into some of the stories in sports today, including Serena Williams returning to the tennis tour. How'd she do today in her first match? But before that, there was a big deal this morning on Ben and Woods.
Yes, I've been notified.
And you were notified. I was not notified. But as usual, the whole thing happened because of me. So let's go ahead, Scrape. You want to set this up or you just want to play?
No. I've been vindicated because
Ben and Woods. You've been vindicated.
I have mentioned this a few times, but here's what happened this morning.
You mentioned it because you think I'm messy.
I
And
mentioned it
bottom
because
line is I'm not messy, although yesterday I was messy.
I like that. I
You
like how
can be
put that.
messy once and not be
It's
generally messy.
Okay, well, let's listen to the clip.
All right. Here
from
we
the
go.
morning show.
All right. And by the way, before you play this clip,
yes,
I just want to say to you,
to me,
yes, and to the listeners,
okay,
what you are going to hear is apparently, and I haven't heard it, but apparently, the morning show teaming up to, say that
it's actually more Ben,
mostly Ben, but to say that we and I in particular don't take good care of our working area. I just want to say that although maybe it is not his fault, and you're going to read into this statement any way you want to out there. All right, maybe it's not Ben's fault, but he is part of a radio show that should be very careful when it comes to throwing stones about how the area around this studio looks when the show is over. And I know you know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't. I'm trying to think.
Oh, I think you do. And I'm not going to go any further on that to embarrass them.
I honestly don't have any idea.
All right. Well,
I'll have to ask you in the break.
You may.
But here's what happened on the morning show.
Go ahead.
I need to say something because it's been a few weeks now. And you know me, I'm generally, let's get through it. I'm not the squeaky wheel that needs the grease all the time. There has been an epidemic of crumbs at my particular workstation every morning. Today is really bad. On the keyboard here is covered in crumbs,
Hang on. There's like a hang on, dude.
All right, that's all we need to hear. But that's what Ben said. They went on to deduce that it could have been me because I was sitting in that chair.
Oh no, you were here yesterday. No, look, here's the bar right here. I have it. It's a Tosi bar. And it comes from Trader Joe's, and it is very crummy.
Did you just pour crumbs on the
I was showing
table?
how the crumbs can escape. So I haven't done a good job of cleaning them at the end of the show. So Ben, I apologize.
I think this was more fun than you're taking it, but I understand you're getting attacked for your crumbs.
I am having fun with it. I'm admitting to it. I'm saying I was a mess. And I apparently have been a mess for a while, and I will work on making sure that doesn't happen. That's what he said.
Epidemic of crumbs.
All right. So you see, I don't want to throw back.
Okay, well then don't throw back. I mean, this wasn't meant to be like a serious thing. It was meant to be just like fun between shows joke.
Okay.
All right, let's move on. We've talked about the crumbs.
I'm just saying people that only are spotless, beyond reproach, should be throwing stones in this situation.
I got to figure this out. I really do have to figure out what you're talking about. I'm probably just not thinking of it right now, but I cannot think of it. All right, let's get into our potpourri for today. And I wanted to start with, where was it? Oh, I want to start with this. So we've talked about this before, Chris, because when COVID happened, when the pitch clock happened, games started speeding up like crazy. And they were running out of time to sell alcohol. So teams decided, hey, we're not going to just cut off your alcohol sales in the 7th inning anymore. You're allowed to drink till the 8th inning because the games are going faster. Somewhat similar, when the World Cup is here, states are passing laws that you're allowed to move last call back a few hours if you would like to. So, for example, Massachusetts is going to extend their last call from 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. In Missouri, some places can go from 3 a.m. to 5 a.m.
5 a.m. in Missouri.
This is
to allow the fans who attend or watch World Cup matches to drink longer after the matches are over.
Because a lot of people are here from all over the world, different time zones. Some people stay up late. They try to keep with their clock. So they're just allowing the bars and restaurants, Chris, to make more money. I don't see any issues with this.
Oh, you love this.
Oh, this is there's going to be zero issues with this.
Right. There's nothing's going to go wrong by allowing people to drink even longer every night and then sending them home at 5 a.m. rather than 2 a.m.
Oh, yeah. This is not going to cause any more problems with the drunk driving problems that we have in this country, with the fights that happen in this country.
I don't understand why it seems like just about everything has to revolve around drinking or gambling.
Well, it's because the money is made there.
Yeah, I guess.
And I'm not saying that this is a bad thing because I don't drink anymore. You could definitely drink. There is nothing wrong with closing down a bar at 2 a.m. There is nothing wrong with it. You do not need to pass a law that says in the month of July, Massachusetts bars could stay open an extra hour. Like, how much money are you going to make off that?
I can't say that I disagree with your thought here. As you just said, what can go wrong by extending drinking hours?
There's
only everything can go wrong.
Okay, so
that's the only thing that can happen is that bad stuff is more likely to happen because we're going to be able to sell alcohol longer.
The Kansas City bars the state of Missouri passed a measure allowing establishments to serve alcohol 23 hours a day during the World Cup. Like, I don't understand it, but
there's winos everywhere in Kansas City saluting the World Cup's presence. You know, hey, all right. I don't know that this is a great idea.
I'm dumbfounded by this. Yeah. I think it's just a little too much.
Why doesn't anybody see what we see, Scraby? That by just continuing to promote and advance gambling on sports, and now in this case, to continue to advance and promote more drinking and more alcohol and more access, that it's not going to turn out badly.
Yeah,
it's just going to.
It's going to. I mean,
it's already on its way to doing so. This kid from Texas Tech is the first of many poster boys for what's happening in college sports.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're allowed to now gamble and then just file a lawsuit that says, well, I got to make a living, and the judge is going to say, okay, there's nothing that can curtail athletes from gambling.
No.
Nothing.
No.
Every athlete can say, well, the guy at Texas Tech got away with it. I'm good like he is, so let him stop me. We're not going to go down a slippery slope. We are on the slippery slope right now. And I think this alcohol thing is, I'm going to try to be holier than thou here. But honestly, ask yourself, what good can come of allowing guys and gals to take shots till 3:30 or 4 in the morning?
I'm not being a jokester here, but it could benefit local business. They can make more money.
It's not worth it. I must tell you.
Probably
not worth it. Number one. Number two, correct me if I'm wrong. In some states, I know in this one particular, if I am a local business and I am making extra money getting you drunk, and you go out and kill somebody,
it could be
I'm liable.
Yes.
Or partly liable at least.
You can be, yes.
Yes. So you're going to tell me the business can make more money.
Now, California was not one of these states. By the way.
California doesn't have that law.
No, it's only about 4 or 5 states right now that are doing this just for the World Cup, but they're still doing it.
Oh, no, but my point is correct, that if in California I serve you too much alcohol, I can be liable.
Yes.
Okay. So the businesses are going to stay open longer. They might make more money, but they're risking way more by sending drunker people out into the streets.
That's fair logic.
Okay. That's all.
It just is a little. It caught my attention.
Yeah, the World Cup is it's coming, and it's going to be a hurricane force through here for a month or so.
Another story. Then we'll go to Serena Williams. I know you got that one. The Brewers, for the second time, have stepped up and signed one of their top prospects. Luis Lara, the Brewers' number 5 prospect, number 91 overall in baseball, has agreed to a 7-year deal with club options that guarantees him $31 million. They're saying that it's likely, realistically, he's going to net around $63 million. But with every incentive, if he hits every single one of his incentives, then he will make $78 million.
How old is he now?
Luis Lara is 21. He's 21. So he signed a deal. He's in the big leagues. Now, we've seen these before.
Well, the first one was Cooper Pratt.
Yes.
A shortstop prospect for the Brewers. 8 years, $50.7 million. He got guaranteed $50 million over the term of that contract. Guaranteed money. He's nowhere close that I know of to being even in the big leagues.
Yeah, I haven't heard of him.
The Brewers have, from what I am told, have other shortstop prospects ahead of him. But they feel this is the way they must do it because they're a smaller market team. They need to lock up people before they are even people.
I guess so. I mean, if you really feel like confident that this guy's going to work out for you, you're definitely taking a gamble, but you are also going to be rewarded if you're right. And he is good because he's not going to be making a bunch of money. But I don't know. The Brewers, that's interesting that you said that about small market team. They have to lock these guys up now. I don't know. It seems to be working for them. So that's what's going on.
It's hard to complain about the Brewers. They win a lot more than they should, including last night's game, by the way, if anyone caught that
was crazy. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in the Big Five. It was 15-14, a bunch of home runs.
They almost set the all-time Major League record for home runs in that game.
There were more home runs and big hits in that game than the Mexico series.
Do you know where that game was played last night?
Vegas.
Yeah. The A's played some games at the minor league ballpark in Vegas. The ballpark could not hold the big league fly ball.
It could not.
Kept leaving the park.
Yes. And it's hot there, too.
Congratulations goes to Serena Williams, 44 years young. Returned to professional tennis today. Doubles alongside partner Victoria Mboko. Mboko's only 19, so Serena can tell her to go cover all the rest of the court. Mboko's also ranked 9th in the world right now, so not a bad partner. But Serena and Mboko opened at the HSBC Championships in London with a victory. So congrats to Serena, 7-6, 6-2. Last played, Serena did in the 2022 U.S. Open. We're coming up on 4 years since she last played competitive.
Really? Wow.
I love what Williams said. And I've always been a big fan of both Williams sisters, by the way. I think they're terrific and fresh for the sport, and they always have been. I know that some people were taken aback by the way they ran through the sport, but hey, they did run through the sport, and you just had to deal with it.
If you're good, that's what happens.
But Serena said after the match, when they asked her why did she return, she goes, I don't know. I got nothing better to do. I'm tired of sitting at home. My kids are out of school for the summer, so why the hell not?
Oh, so she's like, I don't want to spend time
I don't
with
know.
my kids.
The kids are home. She's like, I'm going to go play some tennis.
Hey, good for her.
Serena Williams is probably the greatest women's tennis player of all time. It's hard to believe she has anything to really gain by coming back at this point in her career for her legacy. Her legacy's already established.
It's just kind of a hobby at this point.
But she says, hey, I've got nothing going on. I want to play a little tennis. Why not? So more power to her, I say.
Yeah, if you can make it happen, then make it happen.
Sure.
I just want to talk about Paul Skeens real quick because we're coming to the end of the segment. Then we're going to have Chris versus the fans. But I got to say, Chris, this might be one of the coolest things ever for a kid. And I wish this would have happened. But these kids were just practicing baseball down at the local park when Paul Skeens just randomly walks onto their field and the kids lose their mind. And he signed autographs for everyone. He stayed there for 2 hours playing catch. He was signing baseballs. He was answering questions. He was taking pictures. I have to say, Chris, I'm officially a fan of Paul Skeens. I'm officially
Can
fan.
I ask you, was this publicized by Paul Skeens?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Then yes, I like it a lot better.
It was there's a picture from a dad who put that up
some
there.
Parents who put it out. That's my thing. Like I think athletes probably do a lot more of this than we know. I think most of them just don't want it even to be known.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I get it.
They go pass out turkeys at Thanksgiving to homeless people. Whatever they do, it doesn't always have to be publicized.
Yeah, from what I'm looking at, there's no Pirates tweet or something.
Okay, good. Yeah. Good for Paul Skeens. Just, look, you're driving by a plate, a yard full of school kids. You get out of your car and go say hello.
That
could make their whole deal. So that's fantastic.
That would have made me a fan of anyone for my entire
good for
life.
Him. Good for Paul Skeens and good for all the athletes who do stuff like that. And I think it happens far more than we have any idea that it does happen.
Oh, apparently Livy publicized it. Livy Dunn, his girlfriend.
Yeah, Livy.
That's fine though. That's a girlfriend.
Yeah,
that's not
not
a professional PR company.
I would tell Livy to leave it out. Just let me do this stuff.
I'll let her. I'm officially a fan of these two.
I'm a fan.
I don't know how I became such a fan, but I am. All right, we need to go to break. Chris versus the fans next. 833-288-0973. I actually got in trouble once when I worked at the bank for looking up a celebrity, and it was totally wrong on my part. Totally wrong.
Looking up their account number?
Just I searched their name in the account system, and
what is wrong with you?
I was like 19.
You'd be better off.
You would
be better. You'd be better off admitting that you wore your underwear inside out. Frankly,
This guy is just searching up people's accounts.
It only happened that one time because I got caught.
How did you get caught?
The account was flagged, and anybody taking a look at it gets logged, and so I got called into the boss's office like 3 days
What
later.
did that come? I'm sorry, I gotta ask, but nobody's supposed to be doing this preview. What did that conversation? How did it go?
Well, why were you looking up Paris Hilton? Is that who it was?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh my!
I can neither confirm. That's really funny, Chris, that you just yelled out that name out of all names.
No,
but I walked in. I got called into the office, and I sat down.
gosh.
And all my boss. I loved her. She was great. Her name was Sharon. Amazing boss. She just slid the piece of paper in front of me.
You knew.
Said, "Did you visit this account?" And I looked. Yeah. She was like, "We're gonna have to write you up for this, and if you do it again, we're gonna have to fire you." And I said, "I'll never do it again." And I got out of there as soon as possible. I took everything, but it was not good. Not good.
Just curiosity, huh? He's like, I wonder how much they have in their account.
Yeah. I mean, before I got caught, I did look up athletes. And,
oh my God! I'm so glad you're sitting in this seat now.
Yes, I'm so happy you're not doing any job that can be dangerous to people's futures.
This was in the first year that I was there. I learned my lesson
thoroughly.
thoroughly.
Chris, as I said, as soon as they walked in, there was like,
yeah,
that's our guy right there.
That's our window.
We're gonna take him down.
Yep.
Just lucky I didn't get caught for like. I can't even say. I'll tell you guys off break whose account I saw and how much money they had sitting in their checking account.
And this was how long ago, too, by the way?
2009, 10. Way before I became a good person.
Didn't Bank America end up getting in trouble? Or was that it was one of those banks got in trouble?
All of them get in trouble for selling information. But
I heard folks like you.
I wasn't selling any information. I was just wanting to see what was going on.
Curious.
I didn't check their account activity, which I could have. Been like, oh, they bought this here. I'm going to go up there. You know, I'm not that creepy.
Well, that's stock.
Oh, yeah, you're not that bad.
I'm not that creepy.
This is amazing, by the way. We're supposed to be doing.
How are we supposed to do baseball picks under these
I don't think we can
circumstances?
anymore. I think we gotta push it. You guys never did it? Well, I mean,
no, Scrape, we didn't. We didn't
Really?
Okay.
Like you work at a bank, you're looking at people's account information?
That's
unbelievable.
It only happened for a little bit, and then I got in trouble.
for a little bit.
I can't stop laughing at this because it is quite hilarious, Scrape.
But you were saying that I may have gotten robbed or whatever. I actually did get robbed when I worked in San Francisco, and they're called quick change artists.
How long did you work in the banking industry?
8 years. I was a teller supervisor when I finished. I was also the merchant teller, which took in around $150,000 in cash a day. Guess what? Always balanced at the end of the day.
Yeah, I bet.
But there was a guy who walked in. He had about $5,000 in hundreds, and he handed it to me. He said, "Can I get 50s for these?" And I said, you know, it's pretty annoying that he wants
$5,000 in hundreds.
In hundreds, and he wanted $5,000 in 50s. He just wanted 50s instead of hundreds. So I had to go get it from the vault. I come back. I'm starting to count it out, and then he's like starting to ask me questions as I'm counting it out.
He's trying to
then
what did I tell you, Chris? This is what I'm talking
hey,
about.
That window right there.
Hey, this guy was so good that no one saw it coming. But so when I started getting mad at him because I counted out the 50s, he goes, "What are you doing?" I asked for 20s. And I'm like, what? You did not ask for 20s. You asked for 50s, bro. Yeah. I had to go to the vault to get those 50s. And as I was getting all mad and talking to my boss, he took the cash off the counter and put it into this folder that he had on the thing that
the original 5,000 in hundreds.
Yeah, well, he kept going like that, and then I was so mad, I just grabbed it and I threw it in my drawer. And then he was like, "You know what? I'm out of here." and he walked out. And
How
then at
much
the end
did
of
he
the
get from
day,
you?
$3,000.
He got an extra 3 on you.
$3,000. Yeah, he got $3,000.
See, the thing about criminals like that, they can sniff out a mark really.
I'm
easy.
not a mark.
You are 1,000%.
I was actually the bank's
dog. They got you for 3 extra.
And that's the only time in my 8 years that I ever had anything happen like that.
I'm sure there are people who've been there 8 years that never had 0 taken.
Scrape, I got a 20 here. Can I get 5 fives, please?
I hate you guys.
Let's get to
that was one of the worst moments of my life, but you know what? It taught me a lot. Never trust anyone.
And away we go from the Bill House Studios, where we know how. Chris Ello, Tony Gwynn Jr. at Petco Park, Padres, Reds. Ball game tonight. Scraby's alongside here, Odyssey Palace, as we work our way through a Tuesday. I wanted to just very quickly, before we get to Chris First, the fans, thank the folks at the Balboa golf course out there. The Balboa, you played that one, Scraby? The 18, tough course.
I love that course.
Yeah, me too, but tough.
It's long and narrow, and
yeah, I don't know.
Makes you question your golf skills.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know what you love about it. But,
it's a nice view. It's got some cool
there's
holes.
some nice views of downtown and the whole thing. I agree with that. And just so you know, this is not a payola thing. They don't pay me to say anything or give me any, deals to play there. But they're very good fans of the show.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And they listen over there. And so I want to say hi to them. And they were funny because I don't know if you remember a few weeks ago, I played there. And remember I told you the story when I hit the ball over the green into the sand trap on the hole behind.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy went over and picked up my ball and threw it back and said, "Here you go." And I was like stunned into silence and disbelief. Like, why would somebody pick up my ball and give it to me? That's not what I wanted. I wanted to hit the shot. Anyway, they were laughing about that today because they had heard the story. And they said, hopefully, nobody will pick up your ball today for you. And I said, well, hopefully I won't hit any shots so bad that they're on the other hole and somebody has to pick it up. So I took some responsibility for this happening. But anyway, I want to say hi to everybody over there.
That's awesome.
They listen to the show, and that's cool.
I used to play the 9-hole short course.
Yeah, it's a good fun course too.
When I first stopped drinking, that was my thing.
That was your go-to?
I would just go anytime I had a craving. It was, let's go hit some golf balls. Let's go play 9-hole Balboa.
Yeah. Challenging Balboa 18 for sure.
Definitely.
But I felt like I had a pretty good day today, Scrape. I had my moments of glory and a couple of moments that I'd rather forget about.
Really?
But I think they're getting fewer and fewer.
The moments to forget about?
Yes.
Well, that's what happens when you
that
play lots of
blow-up
golf.
hole. You know that blow-up hole?
Of course.
The one that is like,
The one where you want to quit.
Well, like you have a snowman and you're still not on the green.
Yeah.
That kind of blow-up hole.
No, I get it.
So.
I get it. Usually I play the, just for my own ego, I play double par as the max. So that's 6 on a par 3, 8 on a par 10 on a par 5.
I think that's fair, but
it's not fair when you actually got like a 17.
Or if you have a handicap and you have to really keep track of that. Yeah, you have to add up all the shots. The thing that gets me about taking a snowman on a par 4 and sometimes not even finishing the hole, right? I'm struggling so badly, or I've hit so many bad shots or whatever, is that I'll come right back in the next hole and get a par or something with 4 great shots in a row. And I'm like, how is that the same person hitting the ball here?
It's kind of like baseball.
Doesn't make
in that
any
way.
sense sometimes.
It's kind of like baseball in that way, where like you could strike out 100 times in a row, but then you could also
like the Manny
hit a game-winning home run.
This was like the Manny bats last week in Philadelphia.
Yes,
took 8 strikes down the middle, hit the 9th one to Harrisburg.
Yes, Harrisburg is a good place.
Yeah, incredible. All right, let's get into some Chris First the fans. We had a good matchup yesterday. I bring our old friend Robert one. You know Robert. He plays a lot.
Know Robert.
And as I told Robert, I said he plays a lot, but he doesn't win a lot.
Ooh, those be fighting words.
He agreed.
Oh,
he agreed. But he won yesterday. So let's see who wins today. And the winner will be giving a chance at our grand prize 2-night stay at the Town and Country Resort, $250 food and beverage credit. You can work on your resting vacation face this summer at Town and Country Resort. They have 3 pools and a 4-story water slide that has a name. The name is Twister. Make Town and Country a family favorite. Rates start at $199 per night, exclusively for fan listeners. Visit townandcountry.com/thefan.
I have to say, I'm sorry. I did this yesterday. It's towncountry.com/thefan.
What did I say?
Town and country.
I did. You're right.
So the website is very important. Towncountry.com/thefan.
Go to towncountry.com. And I will say, as somebody who lives in San Diego, and I do staycations.
Yes, you do.
They're really good. This is a good place to do them.
Yeah.
Because it's a good town.
It is.
Go out and explore it.
I love staycations. You don't really have to pack that much. You don't have to like prepare to go away forever.
Yeah, go to the Town and Country. You'll like it. And let's get you a game of Chris versus the Fans.
If you had one shot, one opportunity to take down the human almanac himself,
howdy do.
Now is your time.
Listen to me, this guy is dangerous.
Now is your opportunity to win a prize.
Well, I hope you know Gen 4.
Chris versus the Fans starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
All right, the rules. You have to make it through 3 questions. Each question will get more difficult. If you get the question right, you move on. If you get it wrong and Chris gets it right, you're eliminated. But if Chris gets it wrong, then you move on to the next question or you win. If you're a first-time player, let us know before you get into it. You'll get that question for free today. All right, let's go to our first contestant. I'm going to go with Casey. Hello, Casey. Casey. All right, we'll have to maybe come back to Casey. Let's go to Lucas. Hello, Lucas.
Casey's probably attending to the Sunshine Band.
Or
you don't
he's
know who that is.
Or he's at the bat.
Could be at the bat. Could be
I know
at the bat.
Casey and the Sunshine
All
Band.
right. Well, couple of references.
Both great jokes right there.
Yeah,
Solid
yours was
jokes.
better than mine.
All right, Lucas, are you there?
Hey, yeah.
Hi,
Okay,
Lucas.
all right,
How are
all
you?
right. Okay, Lucas.
How old are you, Lucas? You sound young.
14.
14. All right. Good
All
for
right.
you.
Can't be losing to a
By the
14-year-old,
way, Lucas,
Chris.
quick question. Did you ever see a movie called Lucas? It's
No,
about
I never saw
it's
the
about
movie.
a 14-year-old kid, and it's fantastic.
What year was this movie made?
I'm going to say 30 years ago, maybe even longer.
I've
But I'm
never heard of
telling
this
you,
movie.
it's one of the great coming-of-age stories for a 14-year-old kid ever. It's called Lucas, and I think Lucas should have his parents find Lucas and watch it. You'll like
My
it.
dad said I should watch it.
Oh, wow.
Okay. See,
All right.
there you
I
go.
was going to say sorry for all of this, Lucas.
No,
but...
I'm not. I'm setting him up okay here.
All right, Lucas. Here we go. Question number 1. What school did Tony Vitello coach before the Giants?
Question. Coached in college.
Yeah, what
Lucas,
college
what
did
college
he
school was
coach
he the
at?
coach
College?
at?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
what
coached in
college?
college. Tony Vitello before the Giants hired him.
Hey, guess.
Come on,
I
Dad.
have no idea.
Oh.
Okay.
Let's just go with like UCLA.
They're going with
UCLA.
UCLA.
It would have been less of a move.
Yeah, sorry guys. I can't not tell a lie. I have to. If I know the answer, I have to answer.
You're like Honest Abe.
It is Tennessee, but Lucas, thanks for playing.
Yeah, thanks, Lucas.
Watch the movie and send us a note. Let us know what you thought of it. I bet you'll like it.
Okay.
He's
All right.
like, I don't care. I just lost.
Yeah, he may care. It's a good movie, Scrabe.
I got to look up this Lucas. movie
Lucas, it's
real
called.
quick.
It's quite old. I'm going to say it's even 35 years old.
Oh my gosh, Chris. It's 40.
40 years old, but I think it'll hold up.
1986.
I think Charlie Sheen plays like
Charlie
the
Sheen
high
is
school
in it.
quarterback. Winona Ryder is the cheerleader.
Oh, there we go. That's why you love
I do
her.
like Winona
You
Ryder,
love
but
her.
that's not the reason. This is a good movie. I'm just saying.
All
It's
right,
did it get good
right.
marks there?
It got 76% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
I will say, I mean, Charlie Sheen in the 80s might be his best work.
He's not even an actor yet in this movie. He's just like filling in as a
well, he's in
kid.
well, maybe that's why they used him in the picture now, because everybody's like, oh, that's Charlie Sheen. I want to watch that.
He's not a huge character in the movie. The kid who stars in it is a Corey Haim, I believe.
Yes.
He was a very big time kid actor back in the day.
Yeah, things went bad for Corey.
Yes. Okay. Well, that's neither here nor there.
It's true. All right, let's go to our next contestant, Cameron. Hello, Cameron.
What's going on, fellas?
Hi,
Not
Cameron.
too much. You
Good
ready
luck
to play?
you.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
I'm a first time.
First time.
Yeah, very good, Scrape.
Thank
Wow.
you. I'm feeling it today.
You let it all out.
Question number 2.
Question 2.
What current MLB manager managed the Padres for one game in 2015?
2015. Let's go Pat Murphy.
Pat Murphy.
The Murph. Unfortunately, no.
You know, I wouldn't have known this probably if it wasn't for you asking me something similar last week about this. Yes, you asked me who the interim manager was
after Andy Green got fired.
Right. And so, you know, I was thinking along those lines, and I went to Dave Roberts, who actually coached a game for the Padres. Sorry about that, Cameron. Take another shot, though. I always feel bad when the first-time player loses because they probably think, well, I'll never win. And it really isn't the truth. You know darn well. You come back, you play again. It can go your way very easily in this game.
Nice pep talk.
I'm trying to help.
All right, let's go to, you know what? Give me a second, Chris. I'm going to screen this call.
All right. Dun 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 dun. You done? No, he's not done. Dun 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 dun.
Okay.
Dun 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 dun.
I thought you were going to actually like talk. I thought you were actually going to talk.
There's my little interlude there.
Yes, I could have just played the Jeopardy music.
Right, you could have thrown that in.
All right, we got Pete. Hello,
Hey,
Pete.
all right, let's go, Pete.
Pete.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. How are you doing?
Let's go. Pete's ready.
Okay. All right. Chris is making the call. Let's move forward. Where is the NASCAR race being held next week here in town?
Naval Base Coronado.
There
Right
we
on it,
go.
Pete. Very good.
Nice job.
I can't believe that's upon us already.
Next weekend.
Next weekend. Wow.
Frank told me that he had some big stuff going on with the show, so there's a possibility we get a drive around by the end of the week.
I will love that.
By the way, do you know this is one of the longest tracks? It's like over 3 miles, which is not something that they usually do for a road course.
Yeah, I listened to the Braden Soprenin show. I know they're going over the Coronado Bridge, right?
Oh.
Sorry, Braden. I just remember when it first came out, he was like, I think they're going over the Coronado Bridge. I'm like, I don't think so. That would be a little bit, scary for a NASCAR race.
All right.
It would be amazing, but can't imagine a fender bender at the top of the bridge, Probably wouldn't be a good idea.
That wouldn't be good at all.
No.
All right, Pete, here we go. Question number 2. That is funny. I completely forgot about that. I really wanted it to be true.
Yeah, right. You were like, hey, that sounds great. But the more we thought about it, like, no, that can't be true. And it's not.
All right.
Go ahead, Pete.
WNBA team had the first overall pick in this year's draft?
Oh, goodness.
Was it Dallas?
Wow.
Oh, very good, Pete.
That's impressive.
Yeah,
that is
very
impressive.
good. He's 2 for 2 and 2 really good answers.
That is very impressive.
Yeah, Dallas had the first
Well,
pick.
I am a former multi-champion.
That's true.
Well,
this
you
is true.
sound like you're about to return to the winner's circle here, Pete.
All right, here we go. Question number 3. I hope that this wasn't asked yesterday, but it's still on the list, so I don't think it was. The first international NFL game was held between, get it, the St. Louis Cardinals and the San Diego Chargers in 1976. What country did they play in?
Oh, my God.
Well, this is a flip of a coin. It's either going to be London or Germany. I'm going to go with Germany.
Stay there, Pete.
I'm not going to go there. I thought, and I'm probably wrong, 76 is before I even lived in San Diego. So that's a while ago. I thought they had some games over in the Orient. I'm going to say Japan. Oh, wow. Yeah. Sorry, Pete. Sorry, Pete. Yeah, Orient. You know why? The only reason I guess that the Aztecs played a Japan game against Air Force when I was in like second or third year in school. And it was like a thing. They had games over there.
Yeah, well, they just had, apparently, from what I read, it was just an exhibition in August.
Right.
How did it work with the St.
Aztec
Louis
game was a real game. They played Air Force and they called it, I forget what they called it, but it was like, regular season game, but they played it in Japan. I don't recall all the details, but it did happen. That's why I guessed it.
Wow.
Sorry about that, Pete.
How did it work with the St. Louis Cardinals being a football team and a baseball team in the same city at the same time?
Well, the same way it used to work back in the old days when Willie Mays played for the New York Giants and the New York Giants had a football team. They figured it out.
All right. We're going to go tiebreaker because we have kind of come to the end of our segment time. Let me go with who? Everybody's going to hate this. Let's go with Dave Roberts' playing career.
Dave Roberts.
Yeah, he was a baseball player.
I don't know why everybody hates Dave Roberts.
Because he doesn't like us.
Okay.
Because
he likes you.
Inside the baseball confines.
Guarantee if you sat right over there, you'd like Dave Roberts.
I'm sure I would.
Okay.
But would he talk about the sinister sling? Then I would get angry.
Then you get angry.
Yeah. Then I would be angry about that. All right.
He sticks up for his team, which he has every right to do. I hate to tell you.
All right. I don't care.
I know.
Let's get to our contestant, and we will go to Justin. Hello, Justin. Are you there?
How we doing?
Hi, Justin.
I'm here.
Welcome to it.
All right, Justin, you're going to play tiebreaker. I'm going to ask Chris for a number. He's going to give me a number. You're going to guess whether the actual number is higher or lower than what Chris said. Side note, do you know what team he started with? I didn't know this until I looked at it right now.
Honestly, I was just thinking of this.
I can just tell you.
Yeah, I know, but I was trying to come up with it in my own mind because I was trying to. Who did Dave Roberts even play for in the major leagues?
He played for 5 teams.
I know that
over 10 years.
I know the Dodgers and the Red Sox for sure, and that's all I can think of. So
he played with the Indians for the first 3 years of his career.
He was a tribester, huh?
He went from Indians to the Dodgers to the Red Sox to the Padres to the Giants.
Okay.
All right. Here's the question: how many home runs did Dave Roberts hit?
Good. Very good. Dave Roberts, how many seasons did he play there, sir?
Oh, 10.
As a player.
10.
10 years, Dave Roberts, I just don't see him hitting more than 6 or 7 in any year. I also don't see him getting a ton of playing time. I mean, like an everyday player.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I don't see him being a power threat. God, 10 years. I want to get close. Did he hit 40?
40. Justin, is the actual answer higher or lower?
10 years?
Yep.
I think I'm going to go lower.
Lower. Correct. He got it. Justin, stay right there. You are the winner.
Justin.
He had...
I can tell you Justin was about to say higher.
He was.
He changed it at the last minute.
And that was a good thing because he hit 23 home runs.
23 home runs.
His most home runs in a season, 8, and it came with the Padres. In what year was that? 2005.
I'm looking up Dave Roberts just for fun here to kind of reacquaint myself with his career. Here is something that we did not mention or know, but it kind of follows in what we just talked about. He was born in...
Please don't say the same hospital as you.
No.
Please don't.
He was born in... Certainly not. He was born in Naha, Japan. Dave Roberts. Little known fact.
Was his dad or mom in the military?
I'm assuming so. I don't know. We know he grew up here. He went to Rancho Buena Vista High School. We know that. But he was actually born in Japan.
Okay.
Don't know too many people are aware of that.
No, I was not aware of that.
All right. You know who his agent is?
I do not.
You're familiar with this agent. He has the same one
as Tony,
as our partner,
as Mr. Boggs.
Yes, he does. How about that?
I don't know if that.
You don't think that that's good?
I don't think that sits well with me. You got to get rid of him, Boggs.
Well, with you, you're going to talk to Tony and tell him he's going to have to move on from sharing an agent with Dave Roberts.
Yeah, you're going to have to. Yeah, I mean,
you've had it. You just want nothing to do with Dave Roberts.
Mr. Boggs, I'm going to call you Mr. Boggs out of respect.
Okay.
I know
that
he probably makes you a ton of money because he's a World Series winning manager.
Yeah.
But drop him right now.
That's it.
Get him out of here.
We don't want to deal with it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Tony Gwynn Jr., Dave Roberts. Best friends. No, I don't know that at all. I'm joking.
What?
I'm joking. Of
Pickles?
course I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Wow. Hell no.
Hell no.
Frank.
I need one more from Tony. Oh, one more.
Pickles?
No, one
Give me
more.
some meat.
That's the one.
Okay, break time.
Give me some of that meat. I don't love that one. I don't know.
For the most in-depth
Padres and Reds coming up tonight. Crisello, Tony Gwynn Jr., Scraby, Gwynn and Chris, Lucas Giolito. 2-1, 4.86. Not great, really. Chase Burns, 7-1, 2.05. Chase Burns has been very good.
Very good.
Here's the thing with Chase Burns. He burns it in there.
Oh, man, we're
Right?
good with the dad jokes today.
But he throws hard, okay? Padres, despite a win last night, what has been the question mark about Fernando, Manny, right? Can they still hit the fastball? That's really, when you break it down, I know Fernando hit 380 over the last 13 games, but it's not with any kind of punch. We know this. I got the one home run, a couple of doubles, scattered RBI here and there. Hate to say it in this manner, but it's been a rather soft 380 for Fernando.
That's not a thing.
It is, because
That's
it's
not
more of
a
a
thing.
what it is. I'll tell you what it is. It's something that what detractors can understand better. It's kind of a Luis Ariz 380, where you get a bunch of hits, but it doesn't contribute to a whole lot. Fernando Tatis, and I'm going to keep saying it until he starts slugging again, needs to be a bigger part of this offense.
Of course.
All right. But the one thing that people have said is, does he catch up to the fastball anymore? He doesn't pull the fastball. I don't know that people are asking that about Manny Machado yet.
They should be.
But I don't know how much lower the average can go for Manny. He's 0 for 4 again last night.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just kind of accepting that, next game, 0 for 4, 0 for 4. Every once in a while hits one into the seats, then 0 for 4, 0 for 4. Anyway, those two guys will get tested tonight is what I'm saying by Chase Burns, because he can throw hard.
It looks like Fernando against the fastball this year is hitting 3-something. Where did it go?
I don't know.
Oh, there it is. He's hitting 301 against the fastballs this year. Fernando is.
Yeah, but that's not again, his batting average is not what's in question.
Okay, what are you looking for? I have all the numbers right here.
No, what's in question is whether he can pull side and hit the ball, with authority, inside pitch, pull, fastball.
Well, I don't
over
need the
fence.
website to tell me that he's not doing that.
Of course you don't. Of course you don't. I don't need a website to tell me anything. I see the games. Just like Manny said the other day about all the analytics. He doesn't need any of that crap to tell him that he's not doing well.
I liked what he said.
He pretty much knows, right? It's pretty obvious that he's not hitting well.
The WWDDVV or whatever he said.
Yeah, and as he said, knowing any of that stuff is not going to help pull him out of what's happening.
It's probably going to make him worse.
So
I'm just worried about everything. I'm looking at Manny Machado just to close the circle on this against the fastball this year. 197.
Well, that's ahead of what he's hitting with against other pitches.
Breaking pitches 111.
Yeah.
Off-speed pitches 167. But you can't expect it to be high in any of those because he's only hitting 166.
I told everybody a couple of weeks ago, if you don't believe that Manny Machado, how far down Manny Machado is, understand that his career average is 276. He's hit 176 for 2 months. That means he'd have to hit 376 for the next 2 months to get back to normal.
Yeah.
And that's pretty unlikely.
Does not seem likely.
That's like Manny Machado is going to all of a sudden hit with the continuity of like a Tony Gwynn for 2 straight months. Not likely at all. So I don't think Manny's ever going to get back to the batting average number.
Here's something interesting about Fernando and his pull percentage. His pull in the air percentage has gone down from his career high every year since 2021. So last year he had a 12% pull in the air percentage, and this year he only has a 9%. So he's just not been pulling the ball at all in the last couple seasons.
Well, I'm not going to get into any launch angle stuff or bat angles or any of that.
That's based on a real outcome.
All right, whatever the outcomes are. I'm going to just say what I'm seeing, and it's the same thing you're seeing. Fernando does not hit the ball in the air hard.
No. Just doesn't.
If he did, he'd have more than 1 home run. End of story. There's no other discussion necessary.
But what a majestic home run that was.
Yeah,
Chris.
my goodness. It was the one that was going to break him out of it. Remember? He's going to get one, and it'll just start coming in waves.
Freddie Fermin has 3 times as many home runs as Fernando does.
I mean, it was going to start coming in waves. Guess what? It's been, 40 more plate appearances since Fernando last homered. So, yeah, I didn't think we'd have to start another countdown, but here we go. How are the Padres going to do this? Oh, my goodness. They won last night. We were feeling good earlier, but when
Reality's setting in.
Well, when I looked at the box, and I mean, the best 3 guys go 0 for 12 again. Like, that's almost commonplace now. How long can it continue? Jackson Merrill?
At least 97 more games.
Is Jackson below 200 again?
Is. He's 198, I believe.
Man. All right, let's do some Big Five, get our minds off of things. That's next on Gwynn and Chris.
Gwynn and Chris.
Welcome back to the program. 4:41 is the time. Crisello, Tony Gwynn Jr. of Petco, and Scraby alongside here at the Odyssey Palace Studios. All guests on 97.3 The Fan. Join us on the SDCCU Fan Hotline. It's not Big Bank Banking. It's better. Coming up on a Big Five. And then in the 5 o'clock hour, we'll get you ready for the ball game. Got the Padres and the Reds, and we got Fermin back in there tonight. The slugging catcher. Yeah, the Ferminator. My goodness. He homers again tonight. He'd be halfway to the major league record for most consecutive games with a home run.
That would be wild.
That's somebody we wouldn't expect to be breaking that record, considering he had no home runs before this.
Did he have one hit before this?
Barely. And, I remind people that here's how surprising what Fermin is doing right now. That his hot streak in the last 3 games, which is like homer, double, single, 6 RBI, whatever he's done, has raised his average to 161. So that's how far down he was before this started.
His OPS, I've been watching, it was like under 400, and that is getting the biggest kick right now from these 3 home runs that he's hit. In the double.
Can I just talk about OPS for a minute? Manny. Goodness.
No, I don't want to, Chris.
All right, let's go to the Big Five.
What is it,
It's under 600.
It's under, and he has 11 home runs.
Still under 600. Jackson Merrill is closing in on being under 600 too. And he might even be there. Let me double check before we go to the Big Five. Yeah, Jackson's under 2 now, 594.
Brandon says Freddie has a no PS. You respect Freddy Fermin, Brandon.
Put some respect on that name. I'll say this. If Luis Camposano had been healthy, I really don't know that Freddy Fermin would even be on this team.
I don't think he would.
So, it's strange.
Things happen for a reason.
Yeah, things do. And you got to take advantage of it when you get your shot.
All right, Big Five.
Thank you.
It's that time of the show when we check on the latest in sports. Only the most important topics and questions are brought to light.
Stop what you're doing and listen.
These news stories will astound and amaze you. The one, the only.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
The Big Five starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
Chris and I are broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios, where we know how. We're gonna.
You want me to tell you about it, Scott, from Manny Machado? Sorry.
Yeah,
I can't help myself.
Sure.
You know the WAR statistic, which I think is like the craziest thing in the world. I don't get it. But I do know
reference it right
I
now.
do know. Well, I'm going to reference it right now. But a lot of people put a lot of stock into this.
They do.
And if you have a 0.0 WAR, correct me if I'm wrong, Scraby. If I'm not doing this right, please tell me, because I know
I don't know.
The analytics people out there love to say, "Oh, you don't go your analytics," and I'm like, "Yes," and I don't care. But I believe if you have a 0.0 WAR, that means any other player out there who replaced you would be the same. Because you're not you're not above replacement. You're even if you're 0.0.
That player would have to have 1.0 because that means they're 1 win better.
Got it. But if you have a 0.0, you're just as average as the average can be.
You're an average player.
Manny Machado's minus 0.7. How is that even possible?
Well, I can tell you hitting 166 does not help. Man, that is bad. Like, at a certain point, Manny's got to say in the back of his head, like, I got to do something different.
There's some Hall of Fame players who've had, I'm sure, bad seasons. You would have a struggle to go through the list of Hall of Fame players and find anybody, because we're assuming Manny's in the Hall of Fame, or he's certainly at least knocking on the door of it.
Hopefully this is not the rest of his career.
What I'm saying is there is not a single Hall of Famer, I would guess, that ever had a season of that average.
Ever. Like a full season of a under 200? Yeah, I don't think
Joe DiMaggio didn't just tail off one year to 166. This just makes very little sense to me. Almost as little sense as the whole Fernando deal. And I know Fernando's on everybody's good side, and you forgave him for his stupid steal attempt the other day. And, he's getting on base and he's playing this and doing that. But that's not what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to power you to victories, and that is not happening, nor has it even come close to happening.
I will take a guy who's
crazy.
getting on base over a guy who's not, because that's how low we are. Our standards are
Our
right
standards
now.
are not that high.
All right.
Big five. We already wasted the whole.
It's okay. Real quick, Freddy Fermin, we're going to stick with him. 3 home runs, 3 games. He's back in the lineup tonight. So you just basically see how long it goes before his hot streak at his bat goes away, Chris?
Yes. What is your other choice?
I mean, his legs have to be getting tired now.
Oh, he's played 3 games in a row.
3 games in a row, 4 games now in a row.
Get back in there until they wear him out.
Yeah, there's no way he wants to come out while he's hitting like this.
I was joking earlier, but maybe I wasn't. Like
Put him in the early...
you called up Will Wagner today to replace Xander Bogaerts, who's on the paternity list. So that's a fact. And
Which I don't know what Will Wagner has done, but he gets preferred spots on the team.
And he's batting 5th tonight.
I don't get it. I've never seen him do anything.
Honestly, I'd almost consider batting Fermin 5th tonight. He's never going to have this kind of, power again.
It is kind of weird that they just randomly pulled up Will Wagner and put him in the 5th spot. Like last year, I thought, what does he have on the organization that he's on the wild card roster?
Yeah, Will Wagner went 2 for 15 as a Padre last year.
Was he on the wild card roster? Thought he
yes,
was.
I'm almost sure he was. I don't think he participated in that series. If he did, it was maybe a pinch runner or something of that ilk. Yeah, I haven't seen anything from Will Wagner that tells me he's any great shakes. I don't know what his average was at El Paso, but I know it wasn't the same as the other 2 guys that have been brought up.
Augie said they're giving Wagner a chance to so they can either promote him for a trade or get rid of him from the organization. No one's clamoring for Will Wagner.
You know what? I hear that stuff from time to time, and I just think it's a bunch of hooey.
No, I think that there is showcasing, but not with Will Wagner.
And not with a team that's got to win games right now.
That's
we don't have
also
time to
true.
be showcasing anything.
That's also very true.
Are you kidding me? We're gonna toss tonight's game so we can showcase Will Wagner? That's not right.
I think you could probably.
Sorry, but I don't want to knock the person who's
Augie's
guessing
okay.
it.
Augie's okay.
Then take a shot. You might be right a little, but I don't think so. But why? Look, you brought up Will Wagner. Great. He's playing DH tonight. Jace Bowen's not playing.
I don't understand that.
So Jace Bowen finally broke through, right? 2 hits, 2 stolen bases last night. A little surprising to me.
I will say this about their lineup construction, because I don't mind that they have a different lineup every day, but it does, and I'm going to have to go back and look at this. It does seem like they take out the hot hand or the guy who is doing better than other guys. Like Jace Bowen should be in this lineup tonight.
Seems like he should. Bochy had the famous thing. You hit a home run, you play the next day. No questions asked.
Seems pretty fair.
I know Laureano sat out a couple of times after home run games.
Well, now we know maybe why.
Yeah, that's it. I've had it with Craig. I've had it with Craig Stammen. Get him out of here.
What do you
get him out of here?
What do you make of? I know we're just kind of bulldozing through the Big Five. It's fine.
Yeah, not too quickly.
What do you make of I read in The Athletic yesterday that Ramon Laureano didn't tell the Padres that he was feeling bad. His hip was hurting until like the weekend before last.
Yeah,
I think that's not good.
Well,
you have to tell a team that your hip is that bad.
Yeah, he did not hit or perform like Ramon Laureano for an entire month. And had he maybe said something, I hate to say it, he might have had surgery anyway and have been out for the season.
Yeah,
but it wouldn't have had to watch him go, 3 for May.
If they found this out,
he hit like he barely hit 115 in the month of May. And that's because they kept sending him out there figuring that he'll become Ramon Laureano again.
Steph says, well, it's been hurting since 2021. And I get that. All these guys probably have injuries from the past that bother them from time to time. But to not tell the team that it's bad enough that you're maybe going to miss the rest of the season because you need surgery, it seems like an
miscommunication. Seems like an oversight.
Miscommunication. Because in spring training, if they knew this, they could be like, we got to find someone else.
I wish I would have known in spring training. I could have found somebody else.
Yeah? Okay.
I had to get Laureano and cut him from my fantasy squad yesterday. And you know what happens in my league when you cut somebody? There's nobody there to replace them.
No.
So
No.
goodbye, Ramon.
Did you get
We
Jonah
hardly knew you.
Cox? That's how low down the.
That's how low you have to reach in our league. Sorry, you have to reach lower in our league. Jonah Cox is already on a roster.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Victor Wembanyama is now being called the villain of the NBA, or at least the villain of Knicks fans.
Okay.
Here's what he said after he was asked about being a villain after the game last night.
I guess I'm nowhere near Trae Young level, though.
He said he's nowhere near Trae Young's level of being a villain because everybody seems to hate Trae Young. My question, though, and I'm up first, is Wemby a villain? I think he has the opportunity to become a villain. He's got that somewhat of a personality where he's kind of dismissive a little bit, and that's people find that rude. He made jokes like that. I think Wemby is going to be a player that's so good, people are going to hate him, and he's going to become a villain. And pushing Jalen Brunson's head down into the floor also doesn't help things. Chris?
Wemby's the next book it. Huge global superstar in the NBA.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So the fact that you say everyone's going to hate him couldn't be further from the truth.
I hate him as
you
in,
may
like,
hate
he's
him.
too good.
You may hate him. People love Wemby.
It's just
simple.
Who wants to play?
Because they want to
Spurs
see
is such
something.
a random team.
Because you know why we love Wemby, and I've heard even people like Barkley say this. We love Wemby because he does things we've never seen anyone do.
Yes.
Ever.
Yes.
Nobody 7'5" does that.
No, I get it.
So
I
he's
agree with
pretty
that.
beloved. I'm sure the Knicks can try to make him whatever villain they want during this series because you're going to do anything you can to win it.
You push my star player's head into the ground. I'm not happy with that.
Do something about it.
I will. Take out your legs, Mr. 7'5".
Number 3.
The Jets have no nationally televised games this coming season, and when asked, head coach Aaron Glenn said, "You need to earn it to be able to play in nationally televised games." Chris, do you think all teams should play at least one nationally televised game? Now, that was the rule for a long time.
Yeah.
But now, and everybody at least got to play a Thursday night game.
That's right. It's no longer the rule.
But now it's not the rule.
It's no longer the rule. One of the victims of that rule this year is the Dolphins. They do not play a national game either this year. So in that sense, I wouldn't mind seeing one game. But looking out for everybody else, whenever they would have that one Carolina-Tennessee game, in mid-October on a Thursday night, it was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't mind the rule. No, I don't.
I mean, if they're going to just not care about players' health and safety, just go for it.
The reason they did that partly in the beginning was because they didn't want teams to play more than one Thursday night game.
It was health and
because
safety.
it was too hard. Now they just don't care. You can play a Thursday night game followed by a Friday night game, as far as I know. The NFL, we know already.
This week you're going to play
service to
Wednesday. Next week you're going to play Sunday. The week after you're going to play Thursday, and then for Good Friday you're going to play Friday.
Gimme more. Gimme more.
Craig,
more.
I don't know what's happening.
That's the NFL. That's what the NFL is. Man.
Craig Stammen has an update on some injuries. We'll get into it next.
happy hour time scrape. We were a little happier today because the Padres did win last night, 6-2 over the Reds.
It's amazing what one win can do for your mood.
How about, you talk about an explosion there. 7 hits in 2 innings for the Padre offense. Kind of seemed like it equaled their total for the month of June.
I think it did.
And really, I know Bogart started it, got the double. Sheets got the double, tied the game. But I thought what really kicked it all into motion was, of all things, bunt, bunt, bunt. 3 straight people bunted, and they all got on. And by that time, you had the lead. And frankly, the Padres blew the inning because after they took the 3-2 lead and they had the bases loaded on all 3 of those bunts, there was nobody out. And they got Fernando, Merrill, and France. Nothing. Didn't get any more runs.
AC wrote about it where
this is that's becoming a bit of an epidemic in a lot of ways. And it didn't cost him last night, but you got bases loaded, nobody out. Come on, you need a run somewhere.
AC wrote it's not normal. He didn't write this part, but I'm just paraphrasing. It's not normal to have the bottom of your order just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and go down the line, and then have the top of your order completely kill the momentum that the bottom of your order just created. Completely kill it.
Well, the bottom of the order last night was 5 for 9 with 5 RBIs.
Yeah,
and 3 runs scored, a home run, and 3 steals.
Yep.
The top of the order. And I'm just going to leave. Look, the Fernando, Merrill, Machado triumphant. Okay, that went 12 at bats. 0-0-0. No runs, no hits, no RBIs. I think Fernando got a walk. Maybe. I have to look back on that.
He did.
How does this keep happening though? We wouldn't bring it up if it only happened once in a while, because that's baseball.
Yeah.
You have a night where everybody's off and nobody hits, and okay. But this is like you're going into every game. How long have we been making that funny bet where I go, what's the over-under on hits for Manny and Fernando is 1.5, and we go, well, it's got to be over, and then it's under.
Yeah, a lot.
They don't make it.
A lot. I know that small ball is part of the game, and last night they needed to do whatever they could to win this game.
Yeah. Well,
but it's not going to work. 3 bunts in a row is not going to work every night.
Well, normally of the 3 bunts,
one of them is fielded.
One of them is going to get picked up and thrown to a base. Yes, the Reds couldn't pick up any of the 3.
That's why they did it 3 times in a row. But that was the reason that the Padres won the game.
It was a bit comical. It really was. And I think 2 of those bunts were called hits. So that increased the number of hits they got. But look, it doesn't matter because they won, and let's just give it one night rest of criticizing everything that they don't have. And let's just say, hey, we won a game and be happy with that, because it sure beats what we had going into the game, which was a 5-game losing streak, right? 13 out of 17, and all of the statistics we regurgitated yesterday. One of them, by the way, has not changed. They've still gone more than a month, May 5th, since the last time they got more than 10 hits in a game. I don't know how much longer that can go.
I was talking to a guy who is a big Cubs fan, huge Cubs fan.
Oh, man, they've been going through it too.
He goes, what he said to me? He said, oh, it's great to talk to someone who feels like a Cubs fan feels. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Feels like a Cubs fan feels. And he kind of explained it to me, and watching from afar, I haven't noticed, but the Cubs have also struggled to get hits. Struggled.
The struggle sauce for the Cubs, they're closer to last place now than they're even to the top. Bregman basically cried his way through a press conference the other day. Nico Horner hasn't hit his weight for a couple of months now. I could give you all, every guy in that team. Michael Busch had 34 home runs last year. I don't know what he's got this year, 3, 4. So, yeah, the Cubs are a disaster.
PCA is very up and down. He's very volatile.
Well, he was the player of the week last week in the National League, which just kind of just makes me mad.
It makes me mad, too.
Honestly, I don't think PCA should ever be the player of the week. I know that I'm, that he's my ultimate get off the lawn player.
Really? The ultimate for you?
For me. I just can't stand his me attitude.
He definitely has that.
Don't like it.
I was watching a Cubs game and it ended. And I just had it on in the background, and they were interviewing. Who are they interviewing? I think Michael Bush had a walk off or something the other day.
I don't know, but it's all about PCA.
But here's what happened
about PCA.
During the interview. PCA came out and had to hug his teammate and had to say something into the camera about his teammate. It's like, dude, that's your teammate's time. Why are you coming over there and why are you inserting yourself
because
there?
You can't help it. You can't
but
help
you
yourself.
can.
He can't. PCA is just I don't know the guy from here to that door, but every ounce of my being just feels like he is a spoiled brat and has been his entire life.
I can't say
and
that.
I think he's been. You don't think?
I know. I can't say that because I don't know.
I don't either. I said this is the image that he gives off to me.
I don't disagree that that's an image that he gives off.
Okay.
And he says the right things. Like you've brought it up. We brought this up multiple times where a kid slammed his helmet. He found out about it. He said, I don't want kids to do that because of me. So I'm going to get things together. Is he just saying that?
Well, I know. I think he believes that he would like to get things together. But when some lady says something stupid to him through the fence at a game,
he
can't help but act like a total, jerk.
Yeah, he said something that
what he said
inappropriate.
What he said was so inappropriate. What she said was so inappropriate.
But fans are allowed to do that.
Yes, I'm not absolving her. But look, if that's life in the big city, sir. You're playing the White Sox. And it's Chicago. You got to expect you're going to get some of that. All right.
Do you want to hear from Craig Stammen real quick?
I do.
On these injuries?
He's updating us on some injuries. Look, we have, a few of them. And Laureano, we don't need an update on because he's out. He's not even worth talking about. But the guys that we are trying to get back here, Camposano would be one. Matt Waldron, is he? I know
he's in this, and
everybody's
also,
like, I don't want Matt Waldron back. Well, you never know. You might want him back.
Herman Marquez is also
Herman Marquez. All right, let's hear about it.
Matt Waldron through a simulated game today. What's the latest on him?
Yeah, he looked good through up-down simulated game against some of our hitters. Looked sharp, pain-free, and looks like he's ready to go out on a rehab assignment.
It looked like Luis Camposano caught that sim game. What's the latest on Campy?
Yeah, Campy caught that game. He's able to catch, in a situation where he's just catching, still getting out of his crouch, being able to throw, being able to move around. Those are still things that are a little bit difficult to him. Swinging full speed, he's getting closer to that. So still a few boxes to check, but it's nice to see him out there catching.
Herman Marcus has been on the rehab assignment. He's back here today. What's the latest on Herman?
Yeah, Herman had a good rehab start Sunday in El Paso, and he'll be back with them for an extended period. I think he went 2 innings last time, and now he'll bump it up to 3 or 4 innings.
There you go.
Anybody catch what I caught there?
Was it the way that
Craig Stammen's starting to become more and more like AJ Preller as he goes along.
He said, check the boxes.
He said, check the boxes. My favorite AJ Prellerism. He said that Luis Camposano still has to check some boxes.
Sam's very good friends with Pedro, the Spanish announcer, radio announcer.
Yeah.
And so Pedro has been telling me and Sam every time I go down there that it's not Herman Marquez.
Okay.
It's Herman Marcus.
Okay.
And so I was paying attention because Sam now says it like that, and no one has even noticed that he's saying.
Yeah,
I
went with the Drew Goodman pronunciation as a Rockies broadcaster.
He said Marquez.
I always called him Herman Marquez. I thought that was, if it's good for Drew Goodman, it was good for me. But yeah, those things can change around from time to time.
But you're right; he is starting to get more cryptic in his answers.
Yeah, Camposano. It's been over a month in that toe.
Yeah, I've broken a toe.
Yeah.
It is not fun.
Not saying it is, just saying get back. We need, Camposano. Can't believe I'm saying that when you think about it in that regard, but
hey, now that we got Freddy Fermin hitting, we don't need anybody.
Yeah, no, Freddy for president.
Freddie for president.
Yeah.
You know what I do like about Freddie Fermin is that he seems to really enjoy helping his team, not hitting a home run for himself, but he really seems to enjoy doing something good for his team.
Yeah, well, if he wants to do something else good for his team, stop challenging pitches in the third inning. It doesn't matter even if you're right. I don't know how many times I have to keep saying that before a game is going to be lost because of it.
I agree. There are some bad challenges from time to time.
The timing isn't good for that.
Timing's not good for it at all, but I mean, you know who I've also seen not challenge? I mean, Manny's challenged a few times. I don't even recall Fernando challenging.
They don't challenge very much. Yeah,
even though he does have pitches that he could challenge, he doesn't seem to do it.
With all due respect, I know Samad Taylor, you got all my support for your game last night, man. You were a big part of the win, the catch, the throw. You made a catch in left field.
Yeah.
He made a throw to cut a runner down. He had 3 RBIs. He had a steal. He did everything right, except for one major thing, and that is to use the last challenge on a pitch that was actually a strike anyway in the 5th inning. That's unforgivable to me.
Has anything like ABS, like the game has changed so dramatically since ABS has been put in. I can't even imagine it without it now, to be honest.
It is hard to imagine.
Like, remember when they went to go play those 2 games in Mexico and they're like, no ABS here?
You know what I would do is I would the home plate umpire and the team was out of challenge. Just because they kept challenging me, I'd start ringing them up. Yeah, you're out. Yeah, get out. Yeah, you're out. Yeah. Oh, you want to challenge? Sorry, can't do it.
I think it's really funny when the umpire
you're out of challenges.
The umpire sounds very frustrated with them for challenging. He's like,
well,
Red's challenge.
Well, Tony pointed out Matt McClain challenged 3 of 4 pitches in that one sequence. And same at bat.
Yep.
He challenged ball. He challenged the ball. Next pitch. And then the last pitch, challenged the ball again. And all pitches by Jason Adam were really good pitches.
Angel Hernandez.
That wasn't Angel Hernandez. Look, all 3 pitches were really good pitches. They were just a little below the strike zone. But as I said earlier, the reason Matt McClain could do it is because the Reds still had 2 challenges left. And then now it's late in the game. This is when you use them. Attention, Samad Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest abuser and loser of challenges for us, Freddy Fermin.
I think that's just a volume thing for him.
Stop it,
He's
Freddie.
going to challenge
Stop
the
it.
most pitches.
Stop it.
All right. Ready for break?
I'm ready.
Okay.
For break.
You can stream Sandy.
unlike the cities that are hosting the World Cup, our happy hour is actually only an hour long.
Oh, you mean we can't extend it by now?
We're not going to be able to extend it just because the World Cup's coming. But apparently, according to Scraby earlier today, a lot of cities are going to be keeping their bars and, watering holes open till like 4 or 5 in the morning, and it's going to be okay.
Just in case that straggler from Tunisia comes in to drink.
Yes, in
at
case
4
the Tunisians need to get alcohol poured into them from 3 to 5 a.m.
I will say in other countries, our country loves their alcohol. Trust me.
Yes,
I'm one of them. But other countries love their alcohol a lot more.
Well, so I don't know. Right? Look, you come to me. When you roam, you do as the Romans do. You're in America. Sorry, you have to do as we do. Not maybe as fun, but too bad. This is where the World Cup is.
Staying open till 5 a.m. in Missouri is crazy.
Yes, you can get plenty of drinking done before 2 a.m. Like, I'm not going to sit there and feel sorry for you because we're closing the doors at a decent hour.
Has anyone ever have you guys ever heard that nothing good happens after 2 a.m.?
Or 12 a.m.
Or
I think
midnight.
is what they say. All right, the Major League Padres and Reds tonight. Major League Baseball game, All-Star games coming up in a month. The game itself is not nearly as interesting as is picking the lineup as to who should play in the game.
I think there's only one Padre on that list.
Well, going through the list here, and what I'm going to say is I haven't looked at it yet.
Okay, I haven't seen it either.
But I'm telling you right now, before I look at any of this, and these are prognostications from David Schoenfeld and all those ESPN guys who spend all their time doing this stuff. Before I look at who they're projecting is going to be in the All-Star game a month from now, I'm telling you right now, if there's more than one Padre on this list, it's a Fugazi.
Yeah, you can't have anyone.
We don't
other
deserve
than Mason Miller.
anyone on our All-Star team except for Mason Miller, and I'm sorry, I can't make a case for anyone.
No.
All right, so let's see what they have.
Okay.
We're going to do the National League because that's where the Padres play. You want to look up their American League stuff, feel free. Who do you got a catcher, Scrabe? You're not looking at the list, right?
No.
All right. This guy makes sense as the starting catcher.
American League?
No, we're in the National League. We're only doing National League. Good to see you're paying attention.
Ooh, he's hurt, but Drake Baldwin?
Drake Baldwin. Yeah, should be the starting catcher. How about first base? Who's been the best first baseman in the first couple of months? See, you're good at this because you play fantasy.
Yeah, but I don't have a
wish
great
you
first
had
baseman.
this guy.
Matt Olson?
Matt Olson. Very good. 2 for 2. All right, second base starter in the National League. This guy, I drafted him a couple years ago because he stole a lot of bases, and then I got tired of him. But now I wish I had him again because he is incredible.
Is it Bryce Terang?
Bryce Terang. 3 for 3, Scrabe. You've got them all.
I truly don't have it open.
You're doing well. All right, who they got at third base in the National League? You're not going to like
Manny? No,
sorry.
I'm not going to like it.
166. I can't put Manny there.
Please don't tell me Max Muncy's
Very
there.
good. Max Muncy is there at third base. Shortstop, you love this guy. And the Padres are lucky that they don't have to see him this week.
Oh, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz, shortstop. All right, outfield, National League. These are starters in the National League. Shockingly, 2 of these 3 starters are on my fantasy team.
Oh, wow.
And I say shockingly because my fantasy team is in 7th place.
Is PCA one of them?
I don't have PCA.
No, I mean but
oh,
is
God,
one of
no,
the
he's
outfielders?
not a starting outfielder. No,
Okay.
he doesn't deserve it over any of these 3 guys.
Ooh,
this is actually pretty easy selection.
Give me the
I'm
teams.
looking at it. Well, one's a former Padre farmhand that, that has to be in there, and it makes all the Padre fans miserable.
Why can I think of it?
James Wood.
James Wood, yeah.
Yeah. The other 2 guys are NL West guys. One's leading the majors in RBIs. The other's just a great star player for the Diamondbacks.
Corbin Carroll.
And the RBI leader in Major League Baseball still is Andy Pajes. So he's the last one. DH, that goes without saying. Right? Shohei. Ohtani.
I was trying to think of someone funny.
Oh, you were? Yeah. All right. Starting pitcher, they name 1 here in the starters.
Paul Skeens.
No.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto?
Let me tell you something. Paul Skeens, if all was fair and right, should not be anywhere near the top 3 in the NL Cy Young balloting right now.
Oh, I know who it is.
There is no way that Paul Skeens should be in there ahead of Ohtani, or ahead of Christopher Sanchez.
What about Mizorowski?
Or ahead of Mizorowski. Yeah, there's
See,
just no
Mizorowski
way.
made it on a technicality last year, but he's actually playing
he's
his
got
way
to
in
be
this
in it
year.
now. But those three guys are all easily out-pitching Paul Skeens. So it'll be interesting to see where this goes. All right, reserves.
See, I'm such a big Skeener now.
Yeah, and the reserves
blinded
for the
by it.
National League. I'll just run through some of these. The Rockies get their representative, and he's a slugging guy.
Is he the catcher?
Hunter Goodman, yeah. Phillies, Bryce Harper, who's done a pretty good job, I must say.
He's had
after
a
they
good year.
kind of started giving up on him. Xavier Edwards, another former Padre, right? Xavier Edwards,
Oh,
he
yeah,
is a Padre
yeah.
guy. He's with the
Yeah.
Marlins now. Here's one that'll make you happy, Padre fans. As a reserve, Luis Arise. Yeah, they got him on the All-Star team.
So
It's
when does
projected.
AJ Preller trade for him?
Never. Why does anyone want him back? You hated him in the first place, and don't try to change the narrative. You all hated him.
No.
And
I'm
you
going
all
to tell you the
blamed
correct narrative.
him.
I'm going to tell you the correct narrative. We just wanted to move down in the lineup.
Great. So you're gonna go at Luis Arise and bat him 7th. How's that gonna change anything?
No, he would end up in the top of the lineup because no one else could hit, and he's hitting over 300. He's Luis Arise again this year, and he's playing great second base.
Yeah, that's true. Another guy that's having a bit of a rebirth here after we all gave up on Nolan Arenado. They put him in there at the moment. Shortstop, another former Padre, but having a great year. Never actually played. Well, I guess he did play a little for the Padres.
Abrams?
CJ Abrams, yeah, very good. The other shortstop did until yesterday, lead the National League in hitting, Otto Lopez.
It's so random.
The only people who know him, me, because he's on my fantasy team,
Well,
and
that's good for you.
I've been lucky on that one. Breakout outfielder for the Cardinals is on this list. Big home run slugger.
Jordan
He's
Walker.
on your team.
Yeah, Jordan Walker.
This guy, I would have to take him off because of the fact that he jogged to first base and cost the Mets a run Friday night.
Juan
And that's not
Soto.
just me disliking him. That is just unforgivable.
I was paying attention to New York media, and I wanted to find out what they said about this. Said it was unforgivable, but they won the game, so who cares?
Yeah, incredible. Juan Soto. I just, I can't stand it. And then another one, PCA. So there's on the All-Star reserves, according to this. D.H. Schwarber. Let me see who else we got. We got some pitchers, starters. We mentioned Sanchez and Skeens. You mentioned Yamamoto. Chris Sale deserves to be in there.
Yep.
Chase Burns pitching tonight for the Reds. He's on this list. Kyle Harrison, who until last night had been unhittable for the Brewers.
Yeah.
Max Meyer of the Marlins. I don't know much about that. Zach Wheeler might be a bit of a stretch since he didn't start pitching until like a few weeks ago.
That's a name brand pick.
Relievers, no question. Johan Duran from the Phillies deserves to be one. It's a bit of a surprise setup guy. Dylan Lee of Atlanta. I don't have his numbers, but he hardly ever gives up a run. But he only pitches like the 7th inning, before Suarez comes in. And there's one more spot on the National League All-Star team.
Gotta be Mason
And that's
Miller.
Mason Miller, yeah. That's it. I can't say, I'd love to sit here and go, oh, come on, you got to put a couple of these No, you don't.
They've done nothing to
I'll be
deserve
honest
it.
with you. If they give, let's say, some manager somewhere or the voting works out weird and they give Fernando a lifetime pass to the All-Star team this year, that's just going to be so wrong. And I don't mean it to pick on him, but he doesn't deserve to be on the All-Star team. And I frankly almost don't want him to be. I don't want him to think this is acceptable All-Star play. I don't think it is.
I don't think he thinks that.
Well, I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
There's going to be guys that drop out. Even then,
So you still think-
even then, I don't think any other Padre is going to
You
be on
think,
this team. I think there's going to be one Padre this year.
I don't see how there can be any more than one.
Not even unless someone goes on a tear. Like, this is it for the Padres. Mason Miller, who's had nearly a perfect start to the year. But now, Chris, he's getting rusty because he can't ever pitch.
He looked too rusty last night.
No, you're right. You're right about that.
Jason Adam looked good last night. Struck out the side.
He
Good
did.
job.
I want to bring this up real quick because we didn't get to it in the Big Five, but we talked about it a little bit. The Brewers and the A's almost broke a bunch of records, but they did break one, which they combined to make 16 challenges in the ABS game.
Oh, they did. I didn't see
ABS
that part.
last night.
I didn't see that part of this crazy game.
4 more than any other game this season. But here's what happened in the game. Both teams came back from 4-run deficits. They traded 4-run rallies in the 10th while combining for 3 home runs in that inning alone and combined to hit 11 home runs on the night. The Brewers hit 4 homers. A's hit 7. Tyler Soderstrom and Nick Kurtz hit 2 each. Now, my question in the Big Five was this.
Okay.
Is a game like this good or bad for baseball? Is it good? Oh, wait. Never mind. Hold on.
Okay.
We're talking about actual baseball being played. Is this good or bad baseball?
I have no problem with it once in a while. I don't need every game to be 15-14, but what's the matter with it? It was a lot of fun, man. It was not a fun night for the pitchers. You know, every ball that got up in the air carried out of the ballpark.
Ashby said he pretty much got the victory before, and then Tyler Soderstrom's ball went over the fence.
Yeah, well, so Ashby didn't get the victory. So that's the way it goes. That's the way the cookie crumbles. It was a great game. It was a lot of excitement. I know, and the guy who used to lead the charge on this, by the way, was our own friend, Uncle Teddy. But I know back in the Coors Field days when the games were crazy like this, I kind of enjoyed them because we didn't get them all the time. You know, it wasn't like we lived in Denver and every game was 14-10.
Yeah.
We got them from time to time when the Padres played there. I didn't have a problem with it. What's the matter with having a high-scoring baseball game? Does it have to be 4-2 to be considered a good game?
No.
Like, I don't think so.
I mean, you could say
this game was incredible last night. The A's were down to their last out. The Brewers were down to their last out. There was, you said it, 11 home runs. That's 2 short of the all-time Major League record. There's only 13's the record. They hit 11. The A's hit 7 and lost.
That's crazy.
If I told you tonight the Padres are going to hit 7 home runs and lose, you'd take that.
I would faint.
Would you take it?
Hit 7 and lose?
Yeah. Would you sign up for that right now? I want
the W. I'd rather them bunt 3 times in a row and get the W than
if I could talk to if I could chit chat with Beelzebub here now and try to sell your soul for something.
You've already sold. By the way, this is random, but you're talking about Beelzebub.
Yes.
There in Europe, there's a town called Hell. And
HE double hockey sticks.
Yeah, and the bus number is 666. You take bus 66, right? Thank you. Someone goes, "That's ominous. You can't do that. You can't have a 666 bus take you to hell." I'm like, that's the only way you could do that. Like, this place is actually called Hell.
By the way, I'm looking at the American League picks for the All-Star team on the other side of things. Again, by ESPN. And the game's a month out, right? So everybody I said is not the roster. That's who they're projecting would be on the roster.
Langlier's on the list.
Yes, but I wanted to ask you. There's one former Padre on the American League prediction list for the All-Star team right now. Who is it? Do you think? You're good at this because you play fantasy. You know all these guys. But he's a former Padre.
When did he play for the team?
Let's just say you and me and Tony Gwynn Jr. have interviewed him. Yeah,
we've interviewed him.
We've interviewed him. And we liked him.
And the American League.
He's an American League All-Star. And I don't think there's an argument. Like, he is with – I don't even think you could argue with it.
Is it Dylan Cease?
It is not Dylan Cease.
Who is it?
It's a pitcher. I'll give you that much. You got another minute to get it before we got to go to the game here.
I don't know.
Initials NM.
Nick Martinez.
He's been having
fantastic.
An incredible year.
Every time I see him, he's throwing up zeros.
Incredible year for Nick Martinez.
And his pants are getting tighter.
Well, I don't know.
Remember when he told us?
I don't look at that stuff as close. You and Tony seem to look at that a little more than makes me comfortable, frankly.
Well, because it's just like you can't miss it. I hit this too late, Chris, so we got to get going.
Apparently, I missed it. Sam Levitt's pregame's next. We're back after the game tomorrow. Enjoy Padre baseball.
Bye.